Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go.
We going to war for these rags. We dropping these bombs for them bags. I'm shopping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. We going to war for them rags. We dropping the bomb for them bags.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Call of Duty all throughout the lobby. My brother hit me up, say he needs some work.
Yes.
I just put some money on my holy book. When you out here, know you
Good
can't
morning, ladies and gentlemen.
diamonds on my wrist looking like a flood. Money coming in from different countries. Wow. I just got
Politics, I see you, Champ Venus. Good morning. And good morning.
Playing with the rats like it's peekaboo.
Let's go. Sarah, bright and early. So 382 Jim, I see you. You're on the wrong side, brother, but you know what? I think you made a lot of progress. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
I told my brother I'll be here when he get home.
Hey.
I think it's time to buy another phone.
Hey. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Dropping these bombs for them bags. Dropping till I'm dropping like a body. Call of Duty all throughout the lobby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show started. You know what we came to do, all right? All right. Got off to a rocky start, but you know we're going to have a rocky finish. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Callie Love. Shout out to you, Mount Negro. All right, champ, I see ya. Yes, happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we came to do. Woo-wee, the sun is out. Let's go. Good morning, Andre. Yes. Let's go, Colstead, Apple user. Let's go.
I'm on top of my game.
Head of the class.
You can tell that I made it. Look at my grass. Cars
Yeah, nice to see ya. All right, T7, Patricia, nice to see you.
Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it.
This is how it's supposed to happen.
Famous. The algorithm turned me to a maniac.
I guess we going viral cause my zodiac. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Garvin. And yes, we the people. Nice to see you. Walker Run. Good morning. Come on. All right, Steelers fan. Good morning. Nice to see you. No, Axios. Is that who I am this morning? And Axios. Here you go.
Zeus's life and get a drug test taken. It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off.
Oh, that part right there. Cut it out, conservative land. You know that I'm not off the rails. All right, DJ, go ahead and kill the music. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Today is actually the beginning of a new month. Today is March. We've completed Black History Month, and now we're moving into March. All right, so today is March 1st, 2024. All right, and you know what we came to do. All right, but before we get started, let me take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name, all right, Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H stands for honest. The second H stands for humble. And the last and final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain, you guessed it, the most handsome. There's nobody more handsome than me. I'm the most honest, the most humble, and the most handsome, all right? Now, many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of town, on this side of TikTok, okay? It's quite special, all right? Okay, so buckle up, all right? We're about to take off. The plane is about to actually take off, all right? What we do on this side of town, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Thank you so much, Alekins. Thank you so much. What we do on this side of town is we hold our friends on the right, especially their leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds as well as their crimes, right? And believe you me, there are a lot of crimes out there. I see you, Jay Bear. I know you came in to get your daily dose of jungle fever. That's all right. All right, and so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are one of these Trump supporters out there that are filled with the nasty MAGA demon, right? You know what the MAGA demon is. It causes you to vote for Donald Trump. It causes you to dwell in lies and misinformation. Good morning, Yazzie Jazzy. The beautiful Yazzie Jazzy is here. If you are full of that MAGA demon, I got to give you a bit of a heads up. This live is going to make you very uncomfortable because there's going to be an overwhelming amount of truth coming out of here, all right? And it's actually specially crafted to make you feel uncomfortable because that's what it'll take to get you out of that nasty cult that you're in, right? For instance, if you're hungry, right? This is how this show works. If you're hungry, right? You're driving through that McDonald's. Can I get a egg McMuffin? All right. No, actually, you wanted a sausage egg McMuffin. Can I get a sausage egg McMuffin? Yeah. Can I get a hash brown, 2 apple pies, and maybe Coke? Because you know they like to drink Coke for breakfast. All right, you're gonna pull up to that drive-through window, hand the $5 bills, perhaps. I don't know how much this stuff, and they're gonna give you your bag back, and you're gonna be ready to dive right into that breakfast, and then you're gonna hear the stuff that's being said on the show, and then all of a sudden you're not gonna be so hungry. Yeah, because that's what the truth will do, right? It'll shock you out of that little cult you're in, and I'm not so hungry. If you were happy, it'll make you feel real sad and depressed. All right. But guess what? I know you don't want to take my word for it, so get this. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are now free to proceed with the beginning of this special broadcast. All right. Now, as I begin to lay into the MAGA cult, I must give you all a bit of a heads up. All right. I want to make sure that you all understand that the reason that I talk the way that I talk to these traitors, these fake TikTok hosts, these fake lawyers, this is what they are. These folks out here that continue to spread Russian misinformation or disinformation, for those of you, you want to be, all caught up on the technicalities of it, right? I do it the way that I do it because there was a point in time, right, in the past where I used to be a lot nicer and kinder to MAGA, right? And we all should give ourselves a pat on the back. We used to be a lot nicer and we used to be a lot kinder to MAGA, right? But we cannot be nice and we cannot be kind to MAGA anymore, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? The gloves are officially off.
Everyone knows and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago.
I wouldn't have
said it. I was actually very kind to him. But now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off. The jar has been opened.
The gloves are off. And the jar, bam! Thank you, Ange. He didn't have to, but as always, you're on time. The gloves are off and the jar is open. And you want to know who opened that jar, MAGA? You did. I want to say it happened on or around January 6th, but the more I've done some research and digging around, I want to say it happened when your leader came down that fake golden escalator, because it wasn't a real golden escalator. Everything about this guy, Donald Trump, is fraudulent and criminal. So I want to say it started then, but you know what? The gloves actually, to me, they started to come off when you all promoted that lie about Barack Hussein Obama, the birth of conspiracy. See, once you did that, the gloves came off, but the jar got opened on January 6th. So no, I will never stop talking about January 6th. I will never stop doing it. I got folks out there reaching out to me. Zeus, please don't cover no more January 6th. We get it. These folks, they're really crying. They are. Who do we have that reminds me of that, right? These folks out here, ladies and gentlemen, they're really
Christians.
Yeah.
Do not be deceived.
Yeah,
Stop thinking that everybody who waves a flag and shouts freedom is your friend and a good person,
right?
Because we have people like this trying to join up in the movements.
Yeah, this is.
I found this out the hard way. I found it out the hard way.
Yeah, you did.
Not everybody is in things for the same reasons you are.
Right. Right.
I was in the People's Convoy.
Yeah.
And what a fucking disappointment that ended up.
And you know what? That right there, ladies and gentlemen, I listen to it every morning. It's a Trump supporter that's crying because they found out that Donald Trump's a fraudster. All right. So this is proof that what we're doing is working. Folks are coming out of that cult. All right. Now let's get started with today's show. All right. And this is serious stuff. The DOJ has compelling evidence that a defeated Trump pleaded for violence. See? Did you hear the Trump supporters right now? They're quiet as a church mouse. They're quiet as a church mouse. This is why Donald Trump is trying so hard to delay this case in Washington, D.C., you know, the election interference case that Jack Smith is prosecuting him on. Because we all know what we saw on January 6th was simply a tip of the iceberg, all right? A redacted portion of Jack Smith's filing submitted to Judge Tanya Chutkan hints that the Department of Justice has compelling evidence that links Donald Trump to the 2020 election violence. Citing the notice the special counsel had to file under Federal Rule Evidence 404B. That's for you TikTok lawyers. Go look this up. That previews evidence the DOJ will bring to trial. Former U.S. Attorney Joy Vance noted that the redacted portion that follows the disclosure of an agent of Trump, also described as an unnamed campaign official who was in contact with campaign lawyer in Detroit, encouraging rioting and other obstruction at the TCF Center where the vote count was taking place. All right. What makes the revelation even more damaging is that the plea for disruption came after the former president became aware that he was losing. Pointing out the redaction appears to be hiding something in the substance of their testimony. All right. And they suggested that it could be a bombshell when presented in court, singling out an assertion in the filing that states, quote, the campaign employee encouraged rioting and other methods of obstruction when he learned that the vote count was trending in favor of the defendant's opponent, Joe Biden. So we got evidence, ladies and gentlemen, that Donald Trump single-handedly encouraged the violence on January 6th. This is why we do what we do, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So guess what we're going to do? Let's put a pin in it right there. We all know. So when I bring these MAGA demons in my box and I say who was responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th, by proof, we see it here, Donald Trump. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do. Please get those tomatoes out. Please get those blueberries out. All right. The blueberries are actually funny because we got to give these Trump supporters what they deserve. Since they have no shame, we got to give it to them. Join me in giving Donald Trump and his violent mob of Trump supporters, who I actually call the Confederate soldiers of 2024, right? Join me in giving them what they deserve. Our first honorable round of boos and shame.
Silence! You never demon!
There's no excuse for this kind of conduct. None. Anybody, listen up to me. I'm getting tired of having to cover this ad nauseum. Anyone who still supports Donald Trump in light of all of this evidence, I'm not saying opinion, right? Because, hey, you can vote for whoever you want to. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But in light of all this evidence that proves that Donald Trump is simply, well, he's a terrible person, right? Morally and ethically. He's not fit to be president of the United States. He broke every law he could. And his Republican cronies, they covered for him. All right. We got him being taken to task in the state of New York. All right. What he did to E. Jean Carroll and 26 plus other women is disgraceful. All right. He built an empire on fraud. All of this is out. It's public information. If you see this information, especially you, Sir Puff, Sir Puff, there's too much information. And you still go out there and you cast your vote for evil? You deserve to go straight. And I believe this to be 100% true. You too, J Bear, all your Russian bears. You deserve to go straight to hell. All right? Because God isn't pleased with you. All right? And don't tell me you're a Christian. Absolutely not. I don't buy it 1 second. I don't buy it. You're not a Christian. You're a fake Christian. You're a fake patriot. And you know it. You're a bunch of traitors. I got this guy arguing with me. You should see these guys. Zeus, I am a ex-Marine. How can you call me a traitor? I've served this country. I mean, and I have to explain to these folks. One thing is to serve this country, but then just because you serve this country doesn't mean you can go around and start serving other countries like Russia, North Korea, and China. Nope. It doesn't work like that. You're a traitor at that point, all right? You would have been better off being captured as far as I'm concerned and staying a hostage. But you took an oath to protect and serve and defend this country, and then you turn around and go betray us like that? Absolutely not. And I get it, you're obsessed with Donald Trump, but unfortunately, that's a terrible excuse. Speaking of Russia, I know they don't like me because I tell the truth. All right, that's fine. But speaking of Russia, conspiring with Putin, Democratic congressman brings the hammer down on no one other than guess who? Gymnasium Jordan. Dan Goldman is going after Jim Jordan, alleging the House Republican Judiciary Chair is conspiring with Russian President Vladimir Putin after posting a lengthy 2,477-word diatribe that includes thoroughly debunked Burisma claims, even after the source of those claims, now indicted former FBI source Alexander Smirnov, acknowledged that it was propaganda fed to him from Kremlin officials. Quote, there are too many false statements in this fictional novel to address here, but it's shocking that Jim Jordan continues to promote the Burisma hoax even after he learned that it was falsely peddled by Putin. Charged congressman and attorney and former federal prosecutor said Jordan is now conspiring with Putin to interfere in the November election. This is what I'm talking about. We have traitors right now, ladies and gentlemen, working in Congress. Jim Jordan is one of them. All right, as they reported last week, experts have been warning House Republicans if they continue to assert what special counsel David Weiss stated in a court document are false claims, including that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden each took $5 million in bribe, they could be subject to conspiracy charges. Do you hear what we're saying? If you are on this app today and you promote these lies that have already been proven to be lies straight from the pits of hell, or as I like to say, the Kremlin, right? And you get out here, you're a part of the conspiracy too. And I wouldn't be shocked if, guess what? You get a knock on the door and the FBI shows up. Why? No. I don't got to prove a single thing. I'm giving you the information. Do your own research. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? You see, we got Trump supporters right here in our audience right now. These traitors, they choose Russia over the United States. Join me once again in giving them what they deserve, right? Because they have no shame, we must give it to them. Let's give these traitors another round of boos and shame.
Silence! You never demon!
Why are you asking me, ma'am, to prove anything at this point? I haven't lied to you. I'm giving you the literal article. You can go screenshot it and look it up yourself. As you read the article, you can go cross-reference it, right? Because there's different things in that article that you can go actually look up independently and see this for yourself. Don't come to my live and say, I'm here because I'm here for the truth, like some of them like to say. If you're really here for the truth, you would already have been 10 steps ahead of me. right? You would have been way ahead of me. This information would have been like a walk in the park to you. This wouldn't be shocking. All right. So I know you're not here for the truth. You're here because that MAGA demon inside of you has you believing that maybe one day, this is how they plot, right? They're out there plotting these traps, right? They think that I'm going to be up in those traps. No, you're setting a trap for yourself, number one. But you're thinking, there's one day I'm going to catch Zeus in a big lie. This is what and these folks, they're going to keep doing that. They're going to sit there because guess what? They'll never do it. So any of you Trump supporters, the ones that are putting FJB and Trump 2024 in the comments, do me a huge favor, right? Sit your special behinds down and listen to this special broadcast. You just might learn something. It's sad I have to do this day in and day out. Not just me, a lot of my friends. It's sad. We got to wake up daily and educate you. This is embarrassing. And to think some of you actually have offspring. I know what you're raising. You're raising them to be more MAGA demons, and it's sickening, all right? This is the real threat to our democracy. All right, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, these folks are trying to get me activated bright and early on a Friday, all right? They might pull it off depending on how this show goes, all right? But, hey, if you're out there in the comments section, this is another thing I want to say. You better behave, all right? My moderators, they don't play any games, all right? That goes to you, clickbait. Conservative Democrat, beer can, Mike, thank you, Jess. Any of you Trump supporters that are possessed with that MAGA demon, it'll be in your best interest. It really would be to behave out there in the comments section, because maybe you didn't hear what I said at the top of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Is there anybody out there forcing MAGA to stay here in the United States by a show of hands? Anyone? No, don't raise your hand like this guy. Don't do it like that. But by a show of hands. Anybody out there forcing Donald Trump and his supporters to stay here in the United States? Anyone? No. And that's sad, right? It's sad. How sad is it to be living in a country that nobody wants you here? How sad is that? You got to be something special. You really do. All right, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't have much time. I know we got to open up the boxes. The Missouri far-right activist, Darrell Leon McCallum III, has been seeking the GOP nomination in Missouri's 2024 gubernatorial race. But the Missouri Republican Party has announced that it is taking steps to remove McClanahan from the ballot in response to reports that McClanahan has been active in the Triple K. He's active in the Triple K. So when they get out here, Snuggles, and all of you, and you try to ask, well, why do you say MAGA is racist? This is a good example. According to Riverfront Times reporter Ryan Krull, a 2019 photo shows McClanahan standing next to a Triple K member in front of a burning cross. McClanahan was wearing street clothes in the photo, while the person standing next to him was in full attire. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. You see him right there? You see him right there? Guilty, guilty, guilty. McClanahan has filed a lawsuit against the Anti-Defamation League, all right, which published the photo on their website in 2022 along with an article. McClanahan argued in the lawsuit that he was strictly, quote, this is his excuse. I was strictly an honorary Triple K member, not a full member, and that photo showed a Christian identity cross lighting ceremony instead of a full-fledged Triple K cross burning ceremony. Who does he think believes this? Who does this knucklehead believes this nonsense? I sure as heck don't, but I know some who do. Probably folks like conservative Democrat, right? Probably folks like Trash Bait, all right? Probably folks like Retribution, all right? They'll figure out a way to justify this and try to make it look like it's not that bad. And then they'll throw something in there along the lines that, oh, this This was part of the Christian identity cross-lighting ceremony. Sounds like something the Russian bears would say, right? So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Because the MAGA demon has left him in a state of shock, right? Because when the MAGA demon plays you, when you come to your senses, right? You're, how did I get here? Yeah, that's what happens when the MAGA demon plays you. You end up looking ridiculous, all right? So guess what we're going to do to Mick Clanahan, all right? Which is an interesting name, by the way. Because he has no shame, we have to give it to him. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, in giving this Triple K representative what he deserves. All right, don't try to run from what you are now. Don't try it. Another round of booze and shame. This is some sick stuff that these folks are in, ladies and gentlemen. And so when you go out and cast your vote, for those of you who are actually out there listening, I want you to understand, thank you, Rick, which party you are aligning with, all right? If you go and you vote for the Republican Party as it is today, the MAGA Republican, you're aligning with these folks. And you cannot, listen to what I'm saying. You cannot get out here on this app and try to say, well, that's them, but I'm still a Christian and my values aren't there. No, no, no. These are the people you're breaking bread with. These are the people that you're sending out into the community to represent you. So that's just how the cookie crumbles. If you don't want to be affiliated with these folks, then don't get out here on the internet and try to defend these folks. Because the moment you do, we're going to be on you like, guess what? Like white on rice. Right? Am I right now, Negro? Let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we don't got much time, and I want to make sure we get through this, all right? So we all heard that Hunter Biden had to go in behind closed doors, right, and testify, right? Because you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to impeach President Joe Biden. They don't have any, by the way, I'm going to help you understand. They still don't have any dirt on Joe Biden. So if you're out there right now and you think that there's some dirt on Joe Biden that's impeachment worthy, the truth is there isn't. Even the classified documents, they're not even going to move forward with recommending any criminal charges. Again, there's no dirt on President Biden. It's all made up, and the lies about it are coming from Russia. Anyone promoting this, keep that in mind. These are Russian operatives, all right? And I'm not making this up. Now, let's move on to something that did happen. Hunter Biden faced down Matt Gaetz over allegations of drug use during his testimony in the House of Representatives this week. A transcript shows Florida Republican needling President Joe Biden's son over admitted drug use during an hours-long closed-door deposition in a House impeachment inquiry, all right? One exchange where Hunter Biden turned the tables on the lawmaker who is under investigation himself for sex trafficking, drug use, and lobbying violations. And this is how it went down, ladies and gentlemen. If you could, please go to page 151 of the transcript. By the way, Attacking, thank you for passing this along. In there, you will hear this exchange. You will see this exchange. All right. And it starts out like this. Matt Gaetz goes, "Were you on drugs when you were on the Burisma board?" Hunter Biden says, "Mr. Gaetz, look me in the eye. You really think it's appropriate to ask me?" Matt Gaetz says, "Absolutely." Hunter Biden says, "Of all the people sitting around this table, do you think that's appropriate to ask me?" Matt Gaetz, "Yeah. Are you going to answer it?" All right. "I'm not going to answer it. I've been explicit about." "So you're telling me," this is what Matt Gaetz is saying. Hunter Biden says, "I will answer it this way. I have been absolutely transparent about my drug use. I spoke to you all earlier this morning about that. I'm sorry. I am an addict. I was an addict. I have been in recovery for over 4.5 years now, Mr. Gates. I work really, really hard at it. Let me answer. I work really hard at it under an enormous amount of pressure. Was I an addict? Yes, I was an addict. What does that have to do with whether or not you're going to move forward with an impeachment of my father other than to simply try to embarrass me? Mr. Gates says, Mr. Biden, why? We're asking questions, not you. So I guess I'm trying to get a timeline for your addiction. Because in this testimony, you seem to take accountability for some actions and not others. And you say your addiction is the reason why you're unable to be accountable for the Zang messages that you sent. I never said that. I'm not accountable. And so excuse me, Mr. Biden. So I'm going to get a timeline of your addiction so we can ascertain messages you've sent which might have been impacted by that addiction and which weren't. It's not to embarrass you. I wish you well in your recovery. So let's go over that. When did you first become an addict? And so you aren't going to tell us when Mr. Biden says, I can answer the question. All right. Okay, Mr. Gates. If you're going to continue down this road, I'll answer it this way. I don't think anyone ever has a start date for their addiction. If you've ever been to a 12-step program, you know what to do. You give your history, okay? You go in and you talk about the first time that you ever took a drink. That's the first time I ever became an addict or an alcoholic. That is the time. Over the course of my years of my life, I have had many instances which I've gone and had long stretches of sobriety in which I was adhering to whatever program I had or whatever support I was getting, and I was doing that. Did your addiction impact your judgment? You're not letting me answer fully. I think my addiction impacts everyone's judgment, of course. Did it affect your impulses? Yes, I'm not a doctor. Does it affect your memory of events? Yes, I'm certain it does. I'm certain that you can read I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you from experience that my addiction affected you can stop, you got your answer, every portion of my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I read this exchange, and there's plenty more to go through, what became crystal clear is that Matt Gaetz is on drugs. Or, we know that he was at a certain point. And he's sitting there. It's one of those examples where you have the pot calling the kettle black, in awe that Hunter Biden was able to overcome his addiction, right? He's probably curious about what kind of substances Hunter Biden had, right? Because, this is what he's doing. He's trying to engage in some sort of plug talk, all right, to try to trip Hunter Biden up. But by the end of this testimony, one thing was crystal clear. Hunter Biden was the most qualified person in the room, especially when we're talking about those members in Congress on the right. He outshined them. He beat them at every level. And not one time was Matt Gaetz ever able to somehow connect Hunter Biden being on drugs with President Biden. So, while this seems like a I got you moment, MAGA, it's not. It's really sad and it's embarrassing because it looks like, Hunter Biden is actually doing the work it takes to become a rehabilitated person. Unlike Matt Gaetz, unlike Donald Trump. And we all know the Trump administration was on drugs, right? Ron Johnson, right? What do they call him? Candyman. They called Ronnie Johnson Candyman. The whole Trump administration was doped up. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Because Matt Gaetz has no shame and he's possessed with that MAGA demon, and he's probably still pushing that stuff, all right? Still on it. Doing the work of the devil, Vladimir Putin. Join me in giving Matt Gaetz and the entire MAGA Republican cult what they deserve, all right? Because we know they're the ones really on drugs. Let's give them what they deserve. Another round of boos and shame. Silence, you MAGA demons. Yeah, Matt Gaetz, you are not the poster child for a saint. You're the poster child for being possessed with that MAGA demon, that's for sure. All right, does anyone look up to Matt Gaetz out there? Any of you Trump supporters, do y'all look up to this guy? This is some ridiculous stuff, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. Let's move it along, okay? And then we got to open up the boxes. Here we go. I want to get back to it. You know, like I said, everything that involves Lauren Boebert, it's the gift that keeps on giving, right? Every time I try to avoid going down that rabbit hole with Lauren Boebert, but this is one I have to continue. We have to continue because Lauren Boebert, ladies and gentlemen, from the way it looks to me, is raising a MAGA demon. She is. And this story gets nastier and nastier. All right? A victim and her son, Tyler Boebert's alleged theft spree, said that she was going to use the money stolen from her to pay for her brain tumor surgery. Wow! Well. I gotta give it. We had to give him an extra boo and shame at the top, right? Because this is ridiculous. Now, we all know yesterday, right? He only got $75, right? But the MAGA demon doesn't care. The MAGA demon is reckless. It sees opportunities, all right? It sees people who are innocent as opportunities, all right, to take advantage of, right? Because this is what Donald Trump does to his supporters. And then the story gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. It gets a little worse. All right, it gets a little worse, right? What a moron. Lauren Boebert's son allegedly wore a hoodie from his mom's bar while using stolen debit card and then filmed himself with a minor. Now, this is mad. We all saw Lauren Boebert, right? These folks, they record themselves breaking the law. I mean, I don't know what the Boebert family got going on, but this, ladies and gentlemen, this by far is cause for an alarm. The whole family needs to get help at this point. Lauren Boebert doesn't need to be in Congress. Not while her house is falling apart like this. She needs to get home and take care of her family right now. How do you compact all of this nastiness into one moment? You gotta be possessed with a MAGA demon. Tyler Boebert, Lauren Boebert's son, allegedly made a nasty tape with a minor, according to an affidavit from Colorado police officers. He was arrested on Tuesday night, charged with trespassing, ID theft, debit card theft, conspiracy to commit a felony, centering, and a string of vehicle and property thefts. None of the charges relate to the video. In the affidavit laying out the basis for arresting Boebert, Rifle police official Ariel Herrera said that Boebert carried out the alleged charges with other kids, of whom told the arresting officer Boebert made a nasty tape with another one. J Bear. Remember, I have these folks out here, Janae, who likes to say, we got to protect the kids. Well, J Bear, look at this. The woman you've been propping up, her son, is a monster. According to what I'm hearing on these reports, he's filming himself too. What happened to all that sounds of freedom nonsense you guys were on? I don't buy it. You know what? And they spend so much time. We here to protect the life. We don't believe in and then look at what you do when you let these kids, you let monsters have it. You guys aren't nothing but some sick and twisted individuals. You can say I use my platform to push hate all you want. It's not hate, it's truth. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Because these MAGA demons have no shame. These are some fake Christians. These folks don't care about children at all. All they care about is power and trying to be in control of people, right? Join me in giving Miss Lauren Boebert and her son and all of you MAGA folks, you MAGA demons, you traitors, what you deserve. Because you tried to set a trap to catch others, but guess who ends up in the trap? You do. Join me in giving them what they deserve, another round of boos and shame. This is sick stuff. This is sick stuff.
Silence! You MAGA demon!
You notice the Russian bears, they're real quiet right now. They don't got nothing to say about this. They got nothing to say. Should have been holding them accountable a long time ago. But you know what they do? They like to wait until something nasty happens and then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, that's wrong. We've been telling you it's wrong. And it started with your leader, Donald Trump. This is, I'm not surprised he did this. This is what Donald Trump does. Right attacking. This is the same thing Donald Trump did with his little Miss Universe pageants. It's the same thing. Just different classes, right? Different, Donald Trump obviously is in the higher upper class. But the MAGA demon doesn't have any respect for what class you're in. It'll do the same thing. Sickening. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Right, Swerve? Am I right? Yeah, this is sick stuff. Now we got to wrap up this first part of the show, and then we'll open up the boxes with, you know what we got to cover. We got to cover some more January 6th stuff. All right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me as we go through this exercise together. People want me to stop covering January 6th. I can't. We've already taken the gloves. We already took the gloves off. The jar's already been open on January 6th, right? And so I say it the way that I say it. I do it the way that I do it to send a message, all right? And so if you're out there in my audience right now and you don't like this part of the show, do me a huge favor, leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
If you're not happy in this live, just leave, all right? Come on back. I'm not modifying this program. Absolutely not. Because we're having real results out here. Folks are actually coming out of that cult because of the way we're doing it, all right? I get it. If it's not for you, you know what? Pass it on. All right? But send someone here that this message might resonate with, especially if you believe they're deep in the MAGA cult, because this part of the show is definitely necessary. So what I like to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to help people understand that Donald Trump is the modern day Jefferson Davis, all right? He's the leader of the modern day Confederate, all right? Trump supporters, those are his soldiers, all right? And I like to share with people what happened on January 6th, not from the way that we all know it, right? Because a lot of us know what it was, but I want to share it from the perspective of those on the inside, right? The ones who brand themselves as Trump supporters, who are Donald Trump's foot soldiers. This is how January 6th went down. Attention, all Trump supporters. This is Donald Trump talking. I lost to President Joe Biden in the 2020 election because I'm not that great of a president. And I don't want to leave the White House, so what I need for you to do is I need you to come to Washington, D.C. to be with me. I am going to be hosting an event called Stop the Steal, all right, where I'm going to be spreading lies and misinformation, all right, in an effort to stop Joe Biden from becoming the president. It's never been done in history, but you know what? There's a first time for everything. So to all of my friends out there, my soldiers, sell all that you have and meet me at Washington, D.C., January 6th. And so his soldiers, they got the orders. We're talking about Proud Boys. We're talking about the Boogaloo Boys, right? We're talking about the Patriot Front. These folks, ladies and gentlemen, they put on their gear. They put on those khaki pants. They jumped in the back of U-Hauls. They sold all they had. They got all the weapons they could, and they decided to head east to Washington, D.C. All right, like the Army, right? They go to Washington, D.C., and their goal was to wait for their next order, right? So they all converged to Washington, D.C. January 6th, come to the ellipse. It's going to be wild. This is what they were told, all right? So they come to the ellipse, they got their weapons, and now they just need to get their next order, all right? And so they got their next order, right?
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here, we're going to walk down to the Capitol. And we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them. because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Right. So he gave his soldiers the marching orders to go to the Capitol, to descend upon the Capitol. Their goal was to stop Mike Pence, all right, from doing his job that day. On the way to the Capitol, when they get there, they ran into an individual named Ray Epps. We all saw the footage, who they suspected was the feds, which to me blows my mind because guess what? If you really thought Ray Epps was the feds, why did you continue to proceed with breaking the law? If you thought the FBI was there, why would you proceed with breaking the law? That's like knowing the cops are at the bank and still saying, you know what? I'm going to rob it anyway. I don't care. And then you get shocked when you get caught. You guys aren't that brilliant. They had things out there. Hang Mike Pence. And they actually brought the weapon to the rally. These folks were there to cause a lot of harm. Heinous acts of violence. All right, but this is what Donald Trump's soldiers were doing that day, all right, at the request of Donald Trump. Meanwhile, while they're boots on the ground at the Capitol, Donald Trump retreats and goes to the White House, turns on his TV, asks for some Diet Cokes and some packets of ketchup, I hear, all right, where he begins to monitor the battlefield, right? This is what he's doing. So Let's go to the crime scene right now, and let's get into the crime scene and talk about what one of his soldiers did, if you don't mind. All right, here's an update from one of the soldiers at the crime scene that day. While Donald Trump was in the White House, all right, watching this unfold, this is what his soldier was doing. A Marine Corps veteran from Michigan who assaulted officers with a Trump 2020 flag attached to a hockey stick at the United States Capitol on January 6th. Has learned his fate this week. Michael Joseph Foy, 32 years old, was sentenced to 40 months in prison and 24 months of supervised release by U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan. Foy was convicted of obstruction of an official proceeding and assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers, both felonies, on June 22nd. Foy apologized to the officers, quote, "to my country," and then thanked the judge for releasing him from pretrial custody in 2021, which allowed him to get a job. Quote, "You allowed me to build the life that I so desperately needed after I got out of the Marine Corps," he said. Chutkan, a Barack Obama appointee who oversees former President Donald Trump's election interference case, gave Foy less time than the prosecution's recommended sentence of 8 years and 1 month, quote, with a heavy heart, noting his positive turnaround. But she also said what he did was violent. Quote, "You took an oath to serve your country and you knew better," she said. "What you did there on January 6th was not serving your country." Foy's defense attorney did not immediately respond, all right? But his defense attorney tried to get him no prison time. Foy traveled from Michigan to Washington, D.C. to Donald Trump's Stop the Steal rally that day, planning to protest the results of the 2020 presidential election and to urge members of Congress to raise objections to or delay the official certification of electoral votes. Carrying a Trump 2020 flag attached to a hockey stick, he headed to the Capitol building at 2 p.m. with a large crowd. All right. The group moved to the area closed, signs and overturned metal bike racks barricades, then went to the inaugural stage scaffolding before climbing into the Lower West Terrace. At 4:25 p.m., Foy made his way through the mob of rioters in front of the Lower West Terrace tunnel, picked up a sharp metal pole, threw it over the head of the rioters into the body of an officer, knocking the officer into the tunnel archway. Police body camera footage captured Foy using the hockey stick to attack police, swinging at officers at least 11 times. Court documents describe Foy swinging the stick over his head down at officers as if he was chopping wood with an axe. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is how the MAGA demon leaves you. Begging for your life, begging for your life, begging for forgiveness. He turned his life around, but guess what? It's too late. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? You know what we got to do now that he's been sentenced? Join me in giving this traitor what he deserves. Another round of boos and shame.
Silence! You MAGA demon!
You know what we got to do? And since he's been sentenced, all right, let's send him off the old-fashioned way.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
You hear that? You hear that? You got folks in the audience like Mr. Nice Guy, right? He's not a real nice guy. This guy right here openly supports Donald Trump. He's a traitor. Yeah. And the funny thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, it's really the funniest thing. These folks still support Donald Trump to this day after all this evidence. You got folks who used to support this guy coming out telling them, run for the hills. This guy he's a lunatic. He's crazy. And these folks, like some sheep, like some puppets, they continue to support Donald Trump. Mr. Nice Guy, make this make sense to me, Mr. Nice Guy. I've been waiting for you. How do you support a man that wakes up every day? He paints himself orange, right? He puts a bird's nest on his head. He puts on a diaper, and then he puts on that crumpled blue suit, you know, with the long red tie, all right? And then he gets on his social media platform and begins to demand you do everything he says. He says, jump! Mr. Nice Guy says, how high? These folks are 6. You too, Jimmy. How do you justify doing this? All right? And look, you heard what he said. He told you to sell all that you have and come to Washington, D.C. to attend a rally called Stop the Steal that he was hosting. And then he did something that I still think is incredible. He gave you the pump fake. He said, now we're going to go down to the Capitol and I'm going to be right there with you, right? And like some sheep, you all went to the Capitol. And he jumped into the limo, the beast, and he went back to the White House to watch you fools throw your lives away for him. And then after you did that, he gets on national television and tells you, you do not represent this country, those of you who engaged in those heinous acts of violence. He told you that. He told you that he immediately summoned the National Guard. That just takes all that Nancy Pelosi stuff right out of the window. He sent the National Guard on you. That's after he told you to go there and he's going to be there with you. He sent the National Guard. You can't make this stuff up, folks. All right? You can't make this stuff up. And then he ends it by saying, you will pay. You get this? This is the definition of you being in a cult. Your cult leader sent you down the river with no paddle. And then he told you it's your fault. And you believed him. God. Keep on sending them your money. All right, listen to you Trump supporters. Listen, I got something I want to make sure all you Trump supporters understand. Donald Trump is going broke, and he needs your money now more than ever. And there's proof that he needs your money, because if you've been following the news lately, especially you Snuggles, you hear that Jack Smith is trying to move that classified documents case up to July, right? Because we all know the January 6th case is going to take a little more time. And Trump is saying, you know what? Let's not do it in July. Let's do it in August, right? And people are going, well, why does he want to do it in August? He should try to delay. Well, I'll tell you why he wants to do it in August. Because he can't afford to delay it anymore. He's going broke. They had a business meeting. Trump, if you stretch this thing out any longer, it's going to cost you $5 million. Do you have an extra $5? No. All right, well, let's do it in August. Donald Trump's going broke, and he's getting desperate. You Trump supporters haven't sent him enough money. All right? So listen, if you're out there, you traders, you want to help your leader, send them the money that you have, all of it. You too, Mr. Nice Guy. I know you got hundreds of thousands in the bank. All right, clickbait. I know you got millions of dollars in the bank. Send it all to Donald Trump. All right? Because it's not your money, it's his money. Think about it. You didn't have any money. You didn't have any money before Donald Trump, Mr. Nice Guy. You didn't have any money before Donald Trump, clickbait. J Bear, you didn't have that money. That money that you got right now, Snuggles, that's because Donald Trump was in office. So pretty much that's his money. Send it to him, all right? And then when he gets back in the office in November, you'll have 10 times what you sent him, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. I got to open up the boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth, all right? You know how this goes. You get 3 minutes to tell the truth and shame the devil, all right? This is not an opportunity to try to debunk or debate Zeus, all right? It's not, because you'll lose, all right? Because I haven't told one lie since I've been in here. And so, if you're tempted to come into the live, and challenge me on anything, I just want to give you a heads up. I mean, for the most part, if you're respectful, I tend to hear you out. But they call me Triple H for a reason, right? Because I'm the most honest, humble, and handsome person, all right? And I haven't been out here spreading lies and misinformation, all right? All right, so let's get this show started. You're more than welcome to point out lies coming from the right, though. Okay, I do welcome that. All right, now let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we got this bright and early? Oh, look who we have, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a second. What does it say? Oh, Mr. Nice Guy. He was in my box.
Brother Zeus, good morning to you, my friend. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing, Brother Swerve?
I can't hear a thing, so I'm gonna drop down and come back up. I'll be right back.
All right.
Go ahead, move on to somebody else. I'll be back in a second.
All right. All righty here. All right. We had Mr. Nice Guy in the box for a second, and then he left. Mr. Nice Guy, what happened? Did you get a little scared? You're afraid to come talk to Zeus? I was gonna hear you out, Mr. Nice Guy. All right, but I can tell that the truth is scaring you. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Mr. Zeus, I don't know
yeah.
if you can hear me, but hold on. I want to show you this picture here that I have. Let me see if I can get it up here for your audience. And let's see if you remember these times that we had together when you first started. I think I had it here somewhere. Give me one second.
Can you hear me?
Here it is. You remember this when you first started and you used to beg us? You had 29 followers. Look. You remember this?
Yeah.
And you used to beg us for viewers, remember? This was you. Look.
Oh.
Now you're a big shot. Look. That's you. Look how you used to beg us. You remember this picture? You remember this? Now you're a big shot. 29 followers, and I used to help you. Me and Snuggles used to help you. This is you, isn't it? This is not you, my friend.
It's like.
Is this you? Is this you? You made me pull over in my Mercedes right now. Is this you, my friend? Yeah. Zeus, I'll see you later. I actually have to go to work. My friend, get a job. This is not a real job. Have a good day, my friend. This is you begging for followers in your live. Remember? Look, 29 people. I just want to show everybody and embarrass you. Take care, buddy.
You did a great job, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, Mr. Nice Guy. Wow. Think about that. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? You know that was a MAGA demon. All right, that was a MAGA demon. Because all you really did is show that you're quite the fan of Zeus, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Mr. Nice Guy what he deserves. All right, he deserves this. It's a moving shame.
Silence! You never demon!
Mr. Nice Guy, honestly, what you just showed me is that you've been in class all this time and somehow you've managed to remain, I would say, as ignorant, if not more ignorant. I'm disappointed in you, Mr. Nice Guy. I really am. How could you have been here with me for so long and still manage to be more ridiculous than you were when I first met you? That has to be one of the greatest tricks you've ever managed to pull off on this app. This is hilarious. All right. We got, okay, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, MAGA is triggered today. Good morning, Brother Swerve. And can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Brother Zeus. Thank you. Thank you for getting right back to me. I truly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The next time you get Mr. Nice Guy up in the box, I want to know why he would ask the question, why isn't Swerving dead yet? Because he asked that question in one of your lives a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, he did.
I'm just curious to know what he meant by that, and I would really love to know why he's not in the same condition.
Yeah.
You know, but that's neither here nor there. Now, Zeus, listen, Jack Smith might be in trouble.
Oh, talk to us.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard this or not. All right, but Jack Smith, back in 2012, used to coach a little league team.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
And he put little Timmy Johnson in there at first base. And when he put Timmy Johnson in there at first base, he was doing a favor for Timmy Johnson's father. Now, Timmy Johnson's father is a car salesman.
Right.
And so Donald Trump's lawyers are looking into, apparently, Timmy Johnson's father, whose son was put in at first base, sold Jack Smith's nephew's son, Jack Smith III, sold him a used Geo Metro for $600. So there's some kind of monetary gain that they're looking at.
Yeah.
To see if Jack Smith might be compromised.
I could see it. Those Geo Metros, Geo Storms right there, Geo Trackers. I mean, those are some those were some nice cars, and Jack Smith shouldn't have went for it.
Hey, my first car was a '93 Geo Metro when I came back off my first med cruise.
Oh, what? What color was it?
$6,000 for it in cash.
What color was it?
The lot.
What color was it? Don't say red.
No, it was green.
Like
lime green or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you was dripping when you got that thing, huh? Didn't it have like, what, 3 cylinders? How many cylinders?
It had 3 cylinders, but it got 49 miles to the gallon.
Ooh.
And I actually got pulled over in that car, Zeus, doing 81 miles per hour.
Oh,
and I told the police officer,
reckless.
I said, you must have got me when I was going down a hill. Because that's the only way that car would ever get up to that kind of speed.
Oh, thank you for the subscription. Yeah.
But it was, but yeah, so we need to look out for our brother Jack Smith on that, man.
Yeah.
You know, if his nephew's son got sold a car for $600, you know, there might, I don't know, man. They're finding all this stuff about these prosecutors, and Donald Trump, he's just running that typical delay tactic.
Yep. Yeah.
But I would still ask this question to Magda. If he's so innocent, why does he need immunity from anything? Right. That's what's tripping me out. Right. If he was so innocent during E. Jean Carroll, why didn't he submit to a DNA sample that could have proved him innocent?
Thank you.
Yeah, didn't do none of that either. You know, so it just amazes me when these people come up with these asinine conspiracy theories to fit their narrative. They never stop. They never back down. Fawny Willis, a lot of legal scholars are saying that, yeah, she may have shined herself in a bad light. However, they still can't prove any monetary gain, any benefit
Nope.
to her from any of this. So those
Right.
arguments are going on right now, and I was going to listen to them, but I said, you know what, I'm not listening to any more of this garbage because the very people who are trying to nail her for monetary gain are the very people who are defending Donald Trump
Right.
on actually trying to use monetary gains within his business to hide his Stormy Daniels affair.
Bingo.
But he's so Christian-like. He's such Zeus, he's such a good Christian.
Lies.
I bet you Donald Trump has had his burning of the cross Christian ceremony.
Oh,
I'll
I'm pretty
bet you
sure.
he's had his.
I'm pretty sure he has. All right.
Yeah.
And this is why when they get up here and they start trying to say that they're Christians, I shut them down right there. No, you're not. You can't be a real Christian and a Trump supporter. Absolutely not.
No, those two things don't go together.
They really don't.
And Zeus, I'm gonna drop down, but I want to say this because my nothing has not been selling that well for 1995. Three
Okay.
easy payments.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go ahead and knock off one more payment, so it's now 2 easy payments of 1995 for
Yeah.
nothing.
All right, that's an
So-
offer they can't refuse. Jimmy, go ahead and ask Mom to get you some money so you can get some of this nothing that's
Exactly. Retribution, all of y'all, Double D, Trash Bait, 1992, easy payments of 1995 will get you
Yeah.
absolutely nothing.
Bingo.
Okay, so
No, whatever. I can't. No, you can't tell Zeus what to do. I'm not Christian bashing. I'm MAGA bashing. Get it right. I'm sorry.
exactly,
Swerve.
there's a difference. So
Yeah.
let me go ahead and drop down, Zeus. I'll let you get back to the affairs of the kingdom.
Yep.
To the kingdom. Thank you all for listening and hearing me. I appreciate you. I love each and every one of you.
All right.
Y'all
We
be
love you as
good.
well.
Y'all be safe and doggone it, please have fun while you're doing it. And
All
old
right.
Swerve will see you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Brother Swerving. No lies detected. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're moving it along, ladies and gentlemen. All right, listen, who do we have? My good friend Ange. Welcome, Ange. How are you doing?
I am well. Good morning, everyone, and Zeus. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And March 1st up here in Maine, when we get excited because spring is getting close. It's awesome.
Right.
I don't know if I heard you talk about it because I had a few other things I had to do, but boy, seeing what happened down at the border yesterday, like the way Biden handled it versus the way Trump handled it.
Right.
Oh God, Trump was down there with his fear mongering and trying to stop this bipartisan border package, just in my opinion, to sabotage. He's just sabotaging Biden. That's all
Bingo.
he's trying to do. I mean, this is the most conservative border package they're ever going to get,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you got Biden down there literally saying, Trump, you really shouldn't be meddling in this, but if you're going to, work with me.
Yeah.
Let's work together on this.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, get out of here with that BS, you
Tell
MAGA
'em.
demons. And
Tell
speaking
them,
of-
Ange.
Speaking of MAGA demons, no. Let me start over because you're not the MAGA demon. First of all, I want to congratulate you. I saw that you hit 80,000 followers, Zeus. I love it. Oh my
Mr.
God.
Nice Guy isn't gonna like that, Ange. He's
Well,
not gonna...
tough stuff, whatever.
Yes.
Because I've been seeing your content come on my FYP. I mean, Zeus, it's great. It's awesome. You're just
Thank you,
always
Ange.
delivering the truth.
Thank
you
you.
so much. I appreciate what you do for everyone on this platform. The education, you're helping me, advice on my lives. Which real quick on my live yesterday, I don't know if Miss Morningstar is in here, but oh my word, we had MAGA demons come up like right out the gate. They came out, they were attacking us for no reason. They were attacking our appearances. Of course, my age. They always go for my age.
Don't let
And
them get you.
Just so y'all know, I don't care. And oh, look at this grandma. You know what? I want to announce to everybody, I am a proud grandmother of 2 grandchildren. They are wonderful. They enrich my life, so please bring it on. I don't care. But we're really learning a lot. And Ms. Morningstar, I don't know if you're available, but oh my word, come to my live again later. I mean, don't mess with this woman. She is brilliant. Don't let her fool you. Don't let her
Don't.
fool you. And I see you, Takesha. Oh my God. I'm so glad I came up before her because coming up after her is
I know.
it's tough. It's so tough. So thank you for not doing that to me.
Yes.
Anyway, I've rambled enough, but Kingdom, I love you all. You're great. Zeus, keep up the great work. I
Thank
mean,
you,
80K, you've earned it, Mr. Nice
Right.
Guy. You know, he's probably fresh out of prison. He's angry. He's jealous of you. So don't worry about that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You, Zeus, you sleep well at night, don't you?
I do. I'm
That's
not
right.
losing any sleep over these traitors, right? Tell them, man. Tell them, man.
Nope, we are not. I heard my bell. Thank you so much for having me up again. Y'all have a great weekend.
You're absolutely welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Ange.
See
No
y'all later.
lies detected. You sleep hard, Doc. No lies detected. See, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's like what they say, what the devil meant for evil, God turns it into good. That's what's happening here. Mr. Nice Guy, you go on to work, all right? And don't you cheat the system, all right? Make sure you give them what they paid for. If you're supposed to work 8 hours, don't give them 7.99. Give them the full 8 hours, or maybe 10, whatever it is, all right? Because I don't want you cheating the system. That's how you got into that nasty mess that you're in, right? All right, what was I going to say? All right, I'll move it on. Let's bring up our next panelist, okay? Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Janae, a Russian bear. This woman has jungle fever for Zeus. What is it, Janae? How
This
can I
is
help?
the dream team. This
Yeah.
is the dream
Yeah.
team.
Well, I'm glad
I'm
that
in
you
the
came.
house.
Yeah. I'm glad that you came in. I covered a part of the show. Lauren Boebert
I
and her
wasn't
son.
sorry.
Did you hear what I read about her son, Lauren Boebert? Don't say you didn't hear it.
I would be lying if I said I was really paying attention. So
Mm,
I'm not gonna lie like that. I've read a little
mm,
bit up on that, but you know it's
I
funny.
find that
I
hard
sent
to
you a couple
believe.
I sent you a couple verses from Matthew. You know you're not supposed to
Well, read
judge
them.
people. You know that, right?
Read
I
them.
sent them to you. I'm not
Read
gonna
it.
read them.
Just read
I'd
it.
have to go out and come back in.
Well, okay. So you think I
So
judge
why are
people?
you judging? Yeah, why are you judging her?
Can I give you
Why
an
are you
example?
judging her?
Can you give me an example?
You just did.
How?
Go rewatch your show.
Doesn't the
Go
Bible say you
rewatch your
know a
show.
listen? Doesn't the Bible say you know a tree by its fruit? Right? An evil tree can't bring forth
I
good
don't judge
fruit.
anyone. I don't care what you
Wait.
guys
An
think of
evil
me.
tree cannot bring forth good fruit, right? And a good tree
Well, and
can't
that's
bring
you, my
forth
love.
evil
That's
fruit.
you.
So what would you judge the situation? How
Why am
would
I
you?
going to judge? I don't care what your people do. I really
Oh,
don't. You
oh,
focus on the stupidest things. What you need to focus
So,
on is stuff that's currently going on.
Janae, so what you're saying is you
My
turn a
name is
blind.
Russian Bear to you.
Okay, J Bear. How about that?
Thank
All
you.
right, because there's a lot of
Perfect.
you bears. J Bear. Let me ask you this. So you turn a blind eye when you see children being
Not at all.
harmed. When you
Not
see
at all.
children
Never.
being harmed,
Never.
you
You know better than that. You
okay.
know better than that.
So why are you afraid to call it what it is? Her son was involved with causing harm to minors.
Okay, well, guess what? That's terrible. He's obviously getting reprimanded for that. I'm not going to judge her for
But you
that.
still
She's
support
obviously
her.
going to deal with her.
You still support
How
her.
do you know who I support? I'm in
Be-
California.
because you're a Trump supporter.
Oh my gosh, you're such an idiot.
I mean,
I
I
came up
mean,
here actually to be nice to you, and look what you're doing. You're trying to get. It's so funny. You blanket everything. I'm not in
no,
Texas,
no,
sweetheart,
no,
so I
no,
can't even vote for her if I want.
no. But what I do expect for you to do, Jay Bear, is to actually live by the word that you try to preach out here. And once again, I've caught you being a hypocrite. All right, and you know how this works, right?
Oh, that hurts my heart. Oh my gosh.
I'm being honest with you.
I'm
All
gonna leave,
right.
I'm gonna leave this live and go pack and be bummed. I'm gonna go to Russia.
Yeah, and take some of your
Yeah, I'm
friends with
gonna.
you, all right? I really do hope that you do that, all right? Because again, you get out here and you want to try to say that I'm judging people, but it's not me that's judging people, it's
You are
you.
a judgmental man.
So
That's
what do
what you
you
are.
so let me ask you this before you get up out of here because your time is kind of running out. Will you
Actually,
take
no,
back
it's
your
not.
remarks?
It's up
Will
to
you
you.
take back your remarks about President Biden? All right,
Hell no.
because you know what the Bible
Hell
says
no.
about bearing.
Go, do me a favor. Go look in my videos because I know you're my friend. You're the only one. There's tons of them. I will
So you're
never,
okay with bearing false
never take them
witness?
back.
So
That's not false witness. That's
no.
facts.
The Bible instructs
Facts.
you, Janae,
Facts.
to not be a bearer of false witness. So guess what? You're
Facts.
unfortunately, Janae, you're out of time. All right, but listen, please get help. All right, professional help. And if you can, tell your pastor to do better. All right, please. All right. I gotta move it on, Jay Bear. All right, I really do. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is a MAGA demon. All right, as pleasant as they try to sound and try to make themselves. Hey, yeah, yeah, woo, James slamming. Now that's how you take out a MAGA demon. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Shout out to James slamming for that. All right. Wow. This show is going in so many different and interesting directions. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, guess who we have? Oh, yes, Wakanda. I was hoping you showed up today. All right. So first of all, Wakanda, good morning. Today's your birthday. Today's your birthday, right?
Sunday's my birthday.
But we're going to celebrate it today. All right.
Yes.
So are you going to be able to be here after the show ends?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Thank you. Now, I don't want to interrupt what you were going to do. Please continue. You saw what we just had to deal with, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Talk to him.
Well, the thing about MAGA and that MAGA person in particular, it's funny how they pick and choose what they want to have an issue with and what's right and what's not right. That's right. What gets me. So it's either you're gonna be right all the way or you're gonna be wrong all the way. There's no in between. We don't straddle the fence over here.
Nope.
Okay, we stand for truth and what's right and what's good to do. We don't personalize it and go, well, if it don't benefit me, then I don't want nothing to do with it. We think about the whole. We want equality across the board, not just for them. They only want what's best for them.
Yeah, Jay Bear, don't tell Wakanda to shut up. Jay Bear, you be quiet. You
you know what? I already spanked her head the other day. She must want part 2, but I'm not even gonna worry about that.
Don't let them get you. I got them. We got them under control. But keep going.
So but the thing about it is, when it comes to children, we take care of our children, but we also tell them what's right and what's wrong to do. Okay, and when they step in the wrong, we discipline them accordingly.
Amen.
You don't just pat them on the head. Oh, that's so cute. No, it's not cute. When you do wrong, it's not something that's cute. You address your child accordingly.
Amen.
Because the thing about it is, especially now, Zeus, the rules that apply for some don't apply for all.
Yep.
Okay, and so. Sometimes some people have the complexion for the protection, and we can't, especially us with the beautiful thing that is melanin.
Yeah.
When we step out of order, it could be a life or unaliving situation. So we actually teach our children how to act. We have to teach our children a whole nother set of things.
Right.
When they go out into the world, we have to protect them and show them how to act out in the world, because they make the wrong move. If they go to scratch their head, it could be the last time they scratch their head.
Amen.
When they're dealing with the police.
Amen.
Okay? And so, that being said, Janae, Russian Bear, whatever your title is today, however you feel it,
get it.
We still you need to comply with what's right. Yep. I know it's hard for you to do because people don't tell you how to act, and I don't know how you was raised. I'm not going to address your mama because I don't know nothing about it.
Amen.
But your behavior lets me know that you wasn't given all the facts when you were growing up. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Right.
Okay?
No lies detected. No
yes,
lies.
Sir.
Thank you. Listen, Wakanda, that is spot on truth.
What?
Hey, let's go. James slamming.
My God.
Listen. Wow, thank you, James. Coming out here crushing it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hey, listen. You just got hit with a Zeus.
Oh my God. I seen that when it happened. He gave one to Angela one time and I was in complete shock. Angela, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, Well, listen, you know, at the end of the show, we're gonna sing "Happy Birthday." All right, that's what we do in the kingdom. We call out birthdays. All right, and so I hope you're here. It'll be at
I will
around.
be.
It'll be in around 30 minutes. I know all of us kind of got other things to do in the morning, but you know, I hope you're here. All right,
I will
Wakanda.
be.
All right, and thank you so much. All right,
Thank
for all
you.
that you've done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Wakanda. No lies detected. All right, you see how what the devil meant for evil, God's clearly turning it to good. Thank you, brother James. All right, I mean, you don't have to, but you do it anyway. It's very clear that there's a lot of love in this room, right? It really is. All right, now let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, good morning to Keisha. Welcome. Wow, what a show! What a show! Good morning, Takesha. How are you?
Hey Zeus, how are you?
I see you, Gary. I'm all right. I'm all right. Just another day in the kingdom, you know, doing what God has asked us to do. All right.
Listen, Zeus, I got about 4 things I need to talk on.
Go for it. Go for it. Let's go.
Let me start off with the first thing I want to talk about. That's why I tell you they dingy and they dizzy. Now you got up here and came in the box to condemn you for judging Lauren Boebert.
Yeah.
Then she turned right around and judged Joe Biden for his transgressions. What she sending scriptures for?
I have no. You know, she must not know the devil.
That's got to be the most dingiest thing any person could ever do, is to get up and tell somebody not to judge, then turn around and judge somebody else.
Amen.
And refuse to take videos down. But let me say this.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Let me give them an example of what judging is, because a lot of people get judged and misunderstood. Say you at an ATM.
Right.
And you see a guy standing around the ATM. He ain't doing that. He just standing there.
Yeah.
And you pull up. And in your mind, you say, I'm going to pull off because I don't know what he finna do. That's judging. Because you don't know what that man's standing there for. Woo! That's what you call judging. But calling up somebody's sins that are out there for everybody to see, that's not judging. Janae, get it together. I don't know if you sitting up under the crazy pastor that be hollering through the microphone, or if you sitting under somebody that you done made up yourself, or if you sitting at home putting on your robe with some crosses on it and throwing a hat on your head and being your own pastor, but you need to get under a real covering so you can learn. Because it's evident you don't know. Y'all need to quit claiming the Lord. Y'all done already took God off the throne, sat Trump down, put Jesus at the gate, and the Lord in the back washing dishes. Y'all do too much for me. It's getting on my nerves.
Tell him, Takesha.
Now,
she knows she a hypocrite.
She's a hypocrite. She a hypocrite. I've never seen anybody more hypocritical than her. Then she, and you know, Zeus, and I don't judge anybody.
Oh.
But I got those videos up of Biden, and I always talk about him. And then I get in the box, and I call women out their name when I get mad. But I don't judge anybody, Zeus.
The devil.
The devil is a lie.
Tell her, Takesha. See?
The devil is a lie.
We used to be nicer to him, right? But we can't be nice anymore because the gloves are off with these folks.
We're not being nice anymore, Zeus. We're all nice out.
Yeah.
Now, this is another reason I say MAGA need hooked on phonics. Mr. Nice Guy got in the box and said, you remember this, Zeus? When you had 20-something and you were begging for viewers? Everybody that starts alive know they start off low. But the fact that you got thousands now, guess what that means? That your information is getting across and people want to hear it. So Nice Guy, that was not a flex.
It wasn't.
Then it said, I got to get in my Mercedes. Let it go with the rubber band engine. Yeah, you in a Mercedes with a rubber band engine. Let it go, Mr.
Tell him, Takesha.
Just cut it out. You really just need to stop. But listen, this is what I really want to talk about before those two came up.
Okay, go ahead.
I am so sick of Matt Gaetz, strong face, blockhead. You around here trafficking.
Yeah.
But you want to say something to Hunter Biden about his past drug addiction. Stop bringing that man past up.
Stop it.
A lot of people should be upset if they have people in their families who are past addicts who are trying to get through being, you know, with the still have the temptations and stuff. And they keep calling this man drug use out. That is cruel. Either you got the man on trial because you thought he stole, or you want to still embarrass him about his drug use.
Yeah.
Stop it, Republicans. Y'all pitiful. Y'all
Bingo.
ain't legislating in. Y'all ain't came up with no bills. Y'all just want to be around here like you're from Georgia and just keep impeaching folks.
Amen.
It's getting ridiculous. Lauren Boebert need to be trying to run her house. Her son evidently is doing what she keep accusing Hunter of.
Exactly.
Because that seems like some booger sugar stuff to me. You know, you smoking that pipe and you doing all this stuff. That's what's going on with him. So what she need to do is stop worrying about Hunter Biden and get her house in order.
Amen.
And that's all I got to say.
Amen.
Now you have a good day, Zeus.
All right. You too, Takesha. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Takesha. No lies detected. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen, to our next panelist. Who do we have now? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Good morning, my good friend, Nutty Professor. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Janae.
Yeah.
RV, our resident victim. Why? Can you answer that, Zeus? Just why?
You know, I don't know, but I can tell that there's something definitely going on with J Bear, right? She just doesn't get it.
Well, obviously, we know neither one of the Russian bears get it. That's the whole point. Nobody on the MAGA side gets it.
Right.
Nobody gets it. So, yeah, Janae, have mini seats, please. Just go. Y'all, again, I say this every time I come up in your live now.
Right.
People complain so much about how you're spreading misinformation, how you're such a liar, how you're this, that, and the other, everything except a child of God.
And why do you think they do that?
But wait, hold on, Zeus. They keep saying it, but what happens? They keep coming back.
And why do you think these traitors keep coming back to this kingdom?
So
what's going on, Nutty? What do you think?
So Zeus, do you know how I always tell MAGA to get up from their knees from giving Donald Trump fellatio? You know how I always tell them to get up from their knees I think they want to do that to you.
Oh, that's not an option. They're gonna have to lay there and burn like J Bear. Nope, not an option.
Well, you already know they got jungle fever.
Yeah.
And they don't want to admit it. I mean, but ladies, it's okay to have jungle fever.
Yeah.
It's okay. So, but yeah, they are. I think they're obsessed, including Snuggles, including Mr. Nice Guy pulled over in his Mercedes.
You see, I have him pulling over to get to talk to Zeus. I gotta get out of here and do something.
He couldn't just tell you that I pulled over. He pulled over in his Mercedes.
Like I care.
He needed to make sure that all 700 of the people that was in the room knew that he has a Mercedes. like, on what planet are we ever going to be riding with you, Mr. Nice Guy?
Right. Do you Trump supporters understand that doesn't impress Zeus? I've been in a lot of nice cars, and I actually own a lot of nice. I mean, it's not that difficult to do that. It's really not. All right. I mean,
I have a Maserati. Okay.
Yeah, things don't impress Zeus like that. All right. I mean, I know you think that's what it takes to get me, but it doesn't work like that.
Well, maybe he was thinking that the J Bears were in there. And they're like,
that was.
Maybe he was trying to get their phone number or something. I don't.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work.
But if that's all it takes, just saying I have a Mercedes, bruh, you hurting, bruh.
Yeah, Colstead, thank you for the subscription.
Yeah, you hurting.
Yeah.
So, stop, DJ. So anyway, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Lauren.
Right.
We always say leave children out of this. I don't care if they're 18. I don't care if they're 20. I don't care if they're 5. Kids, families are off limits. But when you are out there constantly bringing somebody else's child, adult child, into the conversation, and then yours go out and do something incredibly stupid, incredibly deranged, like you always say.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we're going to talk about it. Absolutely, because guess what? Isn't his name Tyler?
Yeah.
Tyler is 18 years old. He is an adult. So do we hold you responsible for his actions? No. But what I am looking at is the apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
Amen.
So instead of trying to tell Hunter Biden what he needs to be doing in reference to his daddy and his daddy vice versa, you need to be being a mother.
Tell him, Nutty.
Go be a mother to your own child.
And let that be a lesson to you traitors.
And if you don't want people talking about your child, no matter how old they are, stop talking about others. I don't care if the man that you're talking about is the president of the United States.
Exactly, Jay Bear.
Because
that's a message for
y'all
you.
sure as heck don't want to talk about Trump's children.
Yeah.
Who actually served in the White House. Who actually took our money. Talk about Ivanka and the 90 patents she got from China. You know, y'all like to always demonize China.
Yeah.
And her husband who got the $2 billion from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, exactly.
But y'all don't ever talk about that.
Tell him.
Zeus, have a great day, my friend. Happy birthday, Wakanda.
All right, happy birthday, Wakanda. And ladies and gentlemen, that's my good friend Nutty Professor. No lies detected once again, ladies and gentlemen. God's talking to the nation. All right, you hear this, Jay Bear? The reason that you're experiencing all that suffering and all that strife in your life, you and Mr. Nice Guy and Mr. Snuggles, you know who Snuggles is. Where's Snuggles at?
Struggle bubbles.
Remember this guy?
Struggle pancakes. Struggle honey buns. Struggle in the weight.
Yeah.
He's a struggler.
The reason why? You think you can go after God's children and nothing bad is going to happen to you, Jay Bear? Stop going after President Biden and his son Hunter Biden. All right? Your soul is on the line. You're on your way of getting that ultimate MAGA reward. And you know exactly what it is, right? Jail. And if you don't get your soul right, hell. And there's a pit stop in between called Chapter 11. Donald Trump's going broke, ladies and gentlemen. And I predict by the end of this year, he'll be so broke and desperate that he'll start breaking more laws. Because that's what people do when they're broke and they don't got any money, right? They start getting desperate and they start thinking in short term instead of long term. And next thing you know, you broke the law and you got to put your hands behind your back. Oh, bloop, bloop. You know, because that's when the cops are behind you and you get in the back of that little paddy wagon thing, right? It's about to happen to Donald Trump and his supporters. All right? God ain't going to save them. Now let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, we got a full house today. I'm going to try to get through as many folks as I can. Good morning, Jess. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for bringing me up, Zeus. I know you have a lot of people requesting today.
It's a weird thing, right? But you know, I'm trying to make sure we mix it up as much as I can. All right. But yes, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm just getting ready for work. I gotta get my glasses real quick.
Okay.
I have something for Jay Bear. Are you still here, Jay Bear? Are you still here? Because I told you a few days ago, don't do this, homegirl. I told you don't do this. Matthew 23:27. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of dead men's bones and everything unclean. Listen, ma'am, I actually am prepared. I'm not just spouting out verses at people trying to weaponize the Bible.
Ooh.
Figure your stuff out, Miss Thing.
Woo!
And how about one?
Door to the floor. Go ahead, Jess. I love it.
And I got one for Donald Trump and all you followers for Donald Trump. James 2:14-17. What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to them, go in peace, be warmed and filled, without giving them the things they need for their body, what good is that? So also, faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead.
No lies detected.
Listen, none of you follow the word of God. None of you do.
They don't.
Go back to church. Matter of fact, maybe you need a new pastor. Maybe you need a new preacher. No, original Blue Eyes. I am not judging. I am speaking the word of God, and I am telling them to have some self-accountability and introspection. Look within yourself and find out, why are you so angry at Zeus? Why are you so angry at the people in the comment section? And why aren't you going out there spreading your own truth and building your own platform? These are all valid questions.
These are. Wow. You listen. You know what that was, you know what that was, Jess. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and say it. You know what that was?
Fatality.
That's a fatality.
Yeah, literally no one is angry. I'm not judging. I'm literally calling up Janae for judging and asking her to look within herself about why she is spreading this hateful message and weaponizing the Bible. No. If you are out here weaponizing the Bible and screaming at people verses, and then you come up and you're like, well, I have to go look it up again. You don't even read the Bible.
Woo!
Wow.
That's facts. No lies detected. She's a false teacher, a wolf in sheep clothing. That's what J Bear is.
And normally I tell people Luke 9:5 when I hear people start spouting off verses, which means wherever they do not receive you, when you leave that town, shake off the dust from your feet as testimony against them.
Bingo.
If people don't want you proselytizing, shut up and go away.
Yeah.
Shut up and go away. It's that simple.
Amen.
And with that, I heard my bell. Thank you, Zeus. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, and stay blessed out there. All right. I know
You
God
too.
is with you, Jess. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Jess. That message, it's for somebody out there. Somebody just got saved by hearing those words. That the voice of God just saved a lot of folks' soul. All right. J Bear, no excuse. All right, you are on your way to hell, J Bear. You and all of your friends, you know who they are. Conservative Lynn, all of those Russian bears, Snuggles, you're all on your way to hell. Hit the brakes, get off the Trump train. All right, seriously. This is some sick cult-like behavior you all found yourselves in, and we're trying to do our best to get you to see the person in the mirror as we see you. We don't see you as good people. Evil and corrupt. That's how we see you. All right. And you must not have heard me at the top of the show. All right. If you don't like this live, do Zeus a huge favor. Leave. Good morning, Straight Facts. Oh my God. This is a wild morning show. Let's go. How you doing, Straight Facts?
Good morning, Zeus. What's going on with you?
Hey, another day in the kingdom. The devil's busy this morning, ain't he?
I see Mr. Nice, not so nice guy come up here and try to out you and try to make it seem like you was begging for followers or some or views. But I'm gonna tell you something. You were handsome as ever on that picture. So all he did was show us your handsomeness. That's all he did, Zeus. But I'll tell you what.
Let them know.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. But I'll tell you what, Miss Janae, Angry Bear, Cooter Cat, or whatever the hell else you want me to call you. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a little bit of a slight cuss word. Baby, listen. If you get yourself up in here again and tell my durgone niece to shut up, you will get my wrath. Janae. Nobody got time for you or trick baits, cooter face, and
Doc.
None of y'all antics. Thank you, Doc. Y'all thinks people is out here playing games with this election, and we are not. This is the most consequential election that we will ever have. And I know everybody says that, but it absolutely is. You have to get out. You're going to have to vote because we got to shut these people up. My mama used to call it coming out telling bold-faced lies. Yeah, your baby daddy's scared of me. Called bold-faced lies. And see, in the African-American household, when you tell a bold-faced lie, you get a spanking. And that's what's wrong with some of these folks. They never got a spanking for telling a bold face lie. You hear me? Yes, ma'am. And that Jenny lady, is she up in here? She came on my panel this morning, and I had to get her turd because you guys are coming up in people's lives, and you have no idea what are the 3 branches of government.
Tell them.
How do you tell somebody else how to do a job that you have no idea what the criteria is? You need to go back to school and stop playing with us. You understand me?
Amen.
It's disrespectful for you to think that you know more than us when you cannot even recite what the president's job duties are and how they're supposed to be implemented.
Right.
Now, I also want to say this. If you continue with these lies, you're going to continue losing. Losers.
Tell them straight back. They don't get it.
And
They're a bunch
Zeus,
of losers.
yes, and I would like to suggest something to you, Zeus.
What's that?
I would like to suggest that you start using that a part of your vetting process when the people come in. You need to ask, what are the 3 branches of government?
Okay,
because
yeah.
if you're not able to recite the 3 branches of government, then you do not belong in this kingdom, because we are very educated black folks in this kingdom, and I say we are with the boo-boos, and I know we can't say the real word in here.
Yeah. I know what
So
you mean.
we'll say with the boo-boos. Zeus, you know what the boo-boos mean.
Oh,
right?
I'm with the program. You know, right? That's how. Yeah. We with that. We with all of that, right?
We with all of it. So and let's not forget that we stay on ready. You understand me?
Yeah.
And everybody in here knows what stay on ready mean.
Yeah.
So y'all can come on and cross on over if you want to when Biden win. Just remember this. You will be going up against the United States of America, and we are definitely American citizens.
Amen.
No matter how much you want to think that we're not. You shouldn't have kidnapped us and brought us over here if you didn't want us to claim our Americanism. You understand me?
Yeah.
All right, Zeus. Well, I'm going to go ahead on and go back to my career because you know I got one, contrary to popular belief.
I respect
and
it.
I hope you guys have a wonderful day off in the kingdom and stay safe off in these TikTok streets.
We will and we shall. And thank you for all you do, Straight Facts. I really do appreciate it. All right.
You're very welcome, and thank you all for the gifts. I really appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Straight Facts. No lies detected. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show of force. All right? We don't even have to, coordinate all of this stuff. You don't got to coordinate like this. All you got to do is be on the side of truth. The reason these folks out here are frustrated and angry and bitter and upset is because deep down in their hearts, they know who they are. They know they're traitors. They know they're corrupt. They know they worship the devil, Donald Trump. And they know that nobody on this platform, social media, wants to hang out with them. Nobody wants to hang out with folks that are evil and corrupt. It don't work like that, all right? And that's why they're very, very upset. Let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Who do we got this morning? Okay, let's see. All right. Who is this? Good morning. Who do we have here? Going once?
Hi, Zeus.
Little White Prizzle. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
All right. This is our first time doing business. I feel like we've talked before. All right. This is our first time?
I think so.
Okay. First question. I got to ask the questions and then we'll get into whatever it is you want to talk about. All right. First question. Do you think the 2020 election was rigged?
Yeah, in a way.
Oh, I knew it. If you're gonna get out here and spread lies and misinformation,
no, I didn't say
just
anything.
plead the
You
fifth.
Just
Plead the fifth, because you might lose your account. TikTok is cracking down on liars like you.
You
All right.
report
All right.
people.
So next
You can't
question. Let
argue
me ask
with
this
that.
next question. Who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th?
Nobody.
Oh. Do you live under a rock or something?
Who would you say?
Gosh, you're getting all these questions wrong. All right, last and final question, and then I'll go. Listen, last and final question, and then I'll let you speak, but I want to get through this part. Please bear with me. Do you think President Biden or Hillary Clinton are guilty of any crimes? Seriously?
Definitely.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, I never get it. I never understand why people like you. All right, what do you got for us?
You want to play your sound effects, but I can explain all of my positions and defend them.
Go for it. Try
well.
it. Try it. At least if you start lying, I'm going to stop you. Please tell me why.
You asked who's responsible for the Capitol protests.
Yeah. So okay, let's stop right there. Let me ask it this way. Let me ask it this way, since you don't get it. Who organized the Stop the Steal rally?
A bunch of Trump supporters.
No. Say it.
A bunch of Trump supporters.
No. Who's at the top of the organization? Who's at the top of the Trump org? Who's on the top?
Are you going to argue that Donald Trump organized the rally?
No, I want you to be honest for once.
Organized the rally. There were
can you say
Trump supporters.
No, can you say Donald Trump? No. Donald Trump posted it on his social.
To do with organizing the rally.
So you're going to get up here and lie?
He spoke at the rally, but he didn't organize it.
Wait a second. Time out. Little white something prizzle. You're going to get up here in the box?
Well, I'm not lying.
And
Let's
start
look
lying?
at who filed the permits.
You know what?
Let's look at who filed the permits. Because I know who did.
You know what? If you don't change course, we're going to have to end this conversation, all right? I asked you a simple question.
I know you can't defend your position, Zeus.
Who organized the Stop the Steal rally?
You can't defend your policy positions, so you're trying to blame Trump for a protest, by the way. Yeah, just a protest, no different from BLM. You can't tell us who do you think, what was your word? Antagonized the BLM protests? Who do you think antagonized the BLM protests? Your words about Trump.
Sir, Mr. Okay. I get it. Prizzle, are you listening?
Obama is?
Prizzle, you're spiraling, bro. You're spiraling.
No, I'm throwing your own argument at you.
No, listen. Do you get that you're spiraling up here? We're talking about Obama. You're going to bring up Hunter Biden. You're going to talk.
I asked you one question, the same question you asked me, and you can't answer it. Because here's what you do, right? You have people on who agree with you. You're in a cult, and then you call everybody else a cult while you say the same things and never once a policy argument. It's always Trump evil, satanic Trump supporters.
Okay. So you're a fan of Zeus.
You just had a woman on here. No, I've just watched it for the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, and you had a woman on here who threatened civil war.
So are you just come up here to cry? You just came up here to cry?
I'm telling you
Little white Prizzle, seriously.
Actual policy discussions.
Little white Prizzle, you came on my show to cry. That's it? You're a grown man. Cut it out. You're an adult.
You asked a question. I'm responding.
No, but you're not responding. You're lying.
I am, very much so.
You know, little white Prizzle, I think I get it. You're very upset that I'm showing you who Donald Trump really is.
No, I'm not upset.
No, because what have I lied about? No. Listen.
Last few guests were upset.
Prizzle.
They threatened people. They threatened violence.
Jesus Christ. Let me go ahead and do this since you can't listen. Prizzle. What I do is very simple, and I say it at the top of my show. I hold the folks on the right, especially their leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for his dirty, disgusting deeds as well as his crimes. So if you get up here on my show and you got a grievance about anything that I'm saying, if you really think about it, the grievance isn't with me, it's with you. Because you chose to follow this guy, not me.
It's with you, Zeus. Because
no. You followed this liar. You followed him.
Zeus,
you should be ashamed of yourself.
False. I have my grievance with you. Your claims were false.
Well, listen.
Trump support. You're in the last.
I love it. Dude, you should be upset with
in the last 10 minutes.
Stay upset with Zeus.
In the last 10 minutes, you claimed things like Trump supporters. They are non-biblical because
you're not. You're a demon. You're a demon. You're a MAGA demon.
That's a sickness.
And you know who told me? And you know who told me to tell you that? God Himself. He told me to tell these Trump supporters they're demons.
Let's look at all of the giving in this country. It's Christian Republicans. They do way more charity.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I gave it a shot. Right? That's a MAGA demon. Didn't I say say yesterday, I said, you know what it's like talking to these Trump supporters? It never ceases to amaze me. It really is like talking to some. You ever hear one of those cars? You ever hear those cars that you could just tell this car is real bad, it's not going anywhere? Talking to a Trump supporter, you know the conversation is not going anywhere. It literally sounds like one of those cars. All right, sounds like this, right? Little white Prizzle! Little white Prizzle! Little white Prizzle! Cut it off! Cut it off, champ! Cut it off! Listen, champ. That engine sounds terrible. When was the last time that thing had a tune-up? Little white Prizzle? That engine... Listen, I know that car got air conditioning and power windows. That's standard on all models. But that thing sounds like... What, you need new spark plugs, new fuel injectors, perhaps? I don't know. What's a fuel injector cleaner in that thing, all right? That thing needs a tune-up. That car sounded like it needed the hands of God placed on it, right? And just like that, you Trump supporters, your minds, it really does sound like you need the hands of God placed on those MAGA minds. And you need that MAGA demon cast out. All right? You're getting on my show, and then you're trying to be a victim? Remember what I've said. I refuse to allow Trump supporters to be victims around me. Not after all this harm and abuse you've caused this country. You're not victims. You're traitors. You're not Christians. You're hypocrites. You're liars. You're like the scribes and the Pharisees in the Bible, all right? You're the ones that would, if Jesus were here today, you would be trying to crucify him. You get what I'm trying to say? You get what we're all saying to you? We are reading the information. You're not. You're only here because you're on an emotional ride with Donald Trump. You're in a nasty, nasty cult. All right? And it's sickening. It really is. That's why I tell you folks, get those knee pads ready. All right? Because when Judgment Day comes, and it's coming for you traitors, you're going to be doing it just like all these Trump supporters who've been sentenced and convicted. You know, you're going to be begging the judge for forgiveness while your families are being torn apart. A bunch of liars. Little white Prizzle, seriously, get some professional help. All right. Now let's bring up some more guests. I know, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great show. We're all over the map this morning, right? Good morning.
I tell you, happy Friday, Zeus, because you never know what Friday's gonna bring, right?
Right.
Let's go, partner in crime.
Let's go.
Well, little white peon Prizzy or whatever, he want to be. He needs therapy, right?
Yeah,
He's one of those that need to go see the doctor.
Right. See the doctor.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that Kumo D version, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because it's pee hurt, right? Talking about all the guests that you had up here, they're all angry and all of that. No. These Trump supporters, they don't understand passion. You know what I mean? They really don't. They don't understand that. Jay Bear, with her so-called Christian self, right, got read by Jessica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you Trump supporters are losers. Nothing that you say, nothing that you do can prove otherwise. We know that you're highly uneducated because Trump loves the highly uneducated, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you fit right into the bill. You check all the boxes for Trump. That's why you give him your money, which y'all been stuck on 1.2 million or whatever it is that you go fund me.
Is that where it's at? Is that where they're at right now?
Yeah, they've been stuck for a good week on that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I thought it would have been 100 million. I thought they would have had 100 million busting out the rapper by now. What?
Zeus, they ain't got nowhere near. I mean, he is a little short from $465 million because, the ticker's still saying 465 million. You know what I'm saying? Because the ticker is steady going. You know what I mean? They are in a heap of trouble. They know they is. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't know. See, Trump went to sleep with 91 felonies and 4 indictments. He woke up today with 91 felonies and 4 indictments, and tomorrow and the next day and the next day too, because it doesn't matter what's going on with the Supreme Court, none of that, whatever. He will be held accountable. You know what I mean? You drag your feet in the mud all you want, but at the end of the day, you got to stop somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not afraid to touch the modern day slavery topic. I know all you Trump supporters are modern day slaves. Sorry about that, Boss Diva. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries, because you have to let them know when you need to let them know. The opportunity presents itself. I'm all for that. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's talk about the fact that, like I say, Trump is broke.
Amen.
Orange Jesus will never get back into power.
Nope.
All right. Like I say, all the GoFundMes y'all can do, all the 1135809s y'all can sell.
Tell them.
You know what I mean? The PO 1135809s. Yeah. And of course that scrub, Mr. Nice Guy, didn't do nothing but just expose how very wonderful, how very committed that Zeus is to this here. You know what I'm saying? Starting off with 29, ended up with 29 million in a minute. Don't get it twisted, Mr. Ugly peon guy or whoever you are. That's why you ban from Straight Facts forever. You know, always trying to wonder your little nasty garbage behind up in there. We ain't having it either. You know what I mean? You're not welcome. He need to ban you from this live. He needs to ban you forever himself. Send a message, Zeus. That's my suggestion.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you what to do, but you know what I'm saying? He ain't nothing but a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Off the
attention. You know what I'm saying? It's an attention whore. Straight up attention whore.
They're all like that though. I mean, they're obsessed with this show for some strange reason, and I think it's because they know the end is near.
They definitely know that the end is near. I want to say shout out to my sister Wakanda, her birthday. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, bless her with a lot of gifts, y'all. At the end of the live, whenever Zeus decided to bring her up for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's definitely on deck. Gotta make sure he show Wakanda some motherfucking love. I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize, Zeus.
Okay, listen, it is what it is.
If you give me the toilet.
Fine, we'll do it. All right, yes. We must keep it clean.
I usually keep it clean on your show all the time, so that is my bad. Okay. But anyway, so he's gonna get the properties, you know what I'm saying, taken in a little while. He don't have the money to appeal. So you know what I mean, and Letitia James will be taking care of business on that regard. So now that we in March, you got about 3 weeks before we start happening. That starts happening. The plane is gonna get a boot. You're gonna get towed away somewhere, and we're all here for it, right? The MAGA tears, they gonna keep on pouring.
We are.
Anyway, so see you later, Zeus. Like I said, I do apologize. I hate cussing on your show. And,
it's okay.
Make me feel some type of way. You know what I mean?
It's all good. We're all doing the best we can. It's been
I was, shouting out Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? I got much love for her, so that's I got passion.
We're about to get ready to sing Happy Birthday and wrap this thing up. All right, and I appreciate all you do.
Much love, baby. I see you out in these streets. You take care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Miss Boss a nice round of applause. All right, listen, hold on, Wakanda. I'm gonna try to. I gotta bring up some of my fan favorite before I get up out of here. All right, but before we do, okay, hold on. Who do I want to do next? All right. Oh, this is interesting. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason I'm doing this. Retribution. What do you want? Seriously. Retribution. Yeah. Is there anything that I said that you have an issue with, or are you just coming up to say hello?
Oh, no, I'm just coming up to say hello. I mean, you did embarrass yourself earlier with that. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so
come on, man.
Maybe you could go back in the comments and continue to take notes.
No.
Because it sounds like that's what you want to do.
We both know you're not religious, man.
It sounds like
you like taking these people's money, don't you?
You
got to play the part, right? You got to play the part, right?
So again, ladies and gentlemen, here we are again, another deranged MAGA demon coming into my life and thinking.
When will you accept your loss? When will you accept your loss?
You want me to accept it? Oh, you want me to accept it? All right. Well, here's the thing,
What was that lady's name? She said that Trump
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Retribution. I'm gonna hit mute first because you can't control yourself. All right. Here's the thing. When are you gonna realize that Donald Trump has led you down a nasty path? When are you gonna realize that? I mean, you brand yourself as some sort of intelligent human on this app, but every time I've been following you and seeing what's going on, you and your friend conservative Democrat, you guys are brothers?
Brothers.
Yeah. And you guys both have the same mom and same dad? Is that how this went down? I'm just curious.
Same dad.
Oh, but different mothers, huh?
Something like that,
Yeah. And see, I'm getting that vibe from you because, you all come to my show, you and all of you that are filled with that MAGA demon, and the question I can't get an answer to, you told me to ask you a question. Why do you keep coming to see Zeus if you think I'm such a terrible person? If you think I'm doing everything you say that I'm doing, why do you find yourself in this space?
Everybody loves a clown show. I mean,
okay. What else? That's it?
Well, I mean,
what?
I got to pay attention to the lies you guys are spewing.
Oh,
plus, I mean, like that lady said earlier.
What's one lie? Wait a minute. What's one lie? What's one lie? What's one lie? What's one lie that you believe that I've told? How about that? Because Jay Bear, she came up here and tried that game and it didn't work. She couldn't produce any evidence. Do you have anything that I've lied about? But I got a lot of things you've lied about.
Sure.
Okay, what is it?
Every day you're using these untrusted sources from bias.
Oh.
Music. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
you have no information,
right? You're gonna use whatever fits your narrative, right?
Oh, wait a second. Now, someone wants to talk to you. RC Dubs. This is interesting.
Bring RC up. Bring RC up.
We're going in a different direction. Like, this is a weird show, but we're going to get there because the truth is important. Good morning, RC. How are you?
Good morning, Zeus. And good morning, Retribution. Hey, is the Bureau of Labor Statistics a trusted source?
Is it? You tell me.
Is the Energy Information Administration a trusted source?
You tell me.
They both are, and they both show that Biden and Obama were better than Trump.
And how's that?
Because numbers, because math.
Numbers?
Did you ever hey, little boy, did you ever find the jobs numbers I asked you for?
No, they didn't bother looking.
So you and conservative Democrat put your brains together and you still couldn't find
none
those
of
jobs
this
numbers?
nonsense from you and your numbers because we both know you don't
Retribution,
know about math.
if you can prove my numbers are wrong, I'll delete my account, little man.
RC, I will give you $1,000.
Hey, conservative Democrat, if you and Retribution can put your brains together and prove my numbers wrong, I'll delete my account and you'll never see me again.
Retribution, listen to RC Dubs. You might learn something. Right.
So Retribution and conservative Democrat, please
I had to mute him.
Put your brains together, and if you can prove that Trump created more jobs than Obama or Biden, I'll delete my account. If you can prove
I'll give
Biden
you $1,000 right now.
Hey, little boy, please be quiet while adults are talking.
You need me to mute him, RC? You need me to mute him?
If you can prove Biden did not surpass Trump's economic indicators, I'll delete my account, little man.
Retribution, do you understand what RC Dubs just said?
Give me one.
Retribution, I need you to answer this question. Did you hear what RC Dub just proposed?
I'm not answering his nonsense because it's
math.
It's
you
not
guys lose when I ask you math questions.
Well, then guess what? That right there, Retribution to get you dropped. You weren't following my orders.
All they have to
I
do
dropped
is
him.
prove math wrong, and they will never have to deal with me again. But they can't do it because they know they're full of garbage.
Yeah, no being disingenuous, Retribution. Now, there was a request made, and I need you to make sure you process what RC is saying to you. You're not just going to get up here and simply say, I'm not going to do anything, blah, 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 blah. That's not what this is about. Time is precious, and we don't got time to waste on you, Retribution. Seriously. Do better.
I think it's sad that they expect us to take them seriously when they lie about math. And that includes jobs numbers and election results. If I ask somebody if Obama created more jobs than Trump and they lie to me, I've already won. If I ask you if Trump lost the election and lied and you lied to me, I've already won. Every debate going forward from that point on, you are the loser because you lied to me over something provable.
Yep.
If you can, okay, so every Trump supporter listening, if you can prove Trump created more jobs than Obama or Biden in a comparable time frame, I'll delete my account.
That's a simple request, Retribution. Prove the information. Don't put another comment in the chat, Retribution. You clearly aren't listening. Jeez.
Hey, conservative Democrat, you don't want none of this smoke. That's why you've never tried me.
Yeah. These
None
folks,
of you can handle math. If I can beat you with 2 math questions, you are losers.
Boom, 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 boom.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome, RC. We're serving MAGA up today on a platter. It's so easy to do.
I don't see why they think that we're supposed to take them seriously. If they can't be intellectually honest, then what's the point in talking to them? I'm just going to make them look stupid, and it's not hard.
Yep, you're right. And I'll say this. Donald Trump clearly isn't sending his best and his brightest on TikTok. He's not. Right?
He doesn't. Does he even have any best and brightest left? They've all basically started turning state's evidence against him.
Oh, no lies detected.
All right, Retribution and conservative Democrat, you guys put your brain cells together, and if you can come up with math that proves me wrong, I'll delete my account. Until then, keep being suckers for Trump. Buy his shoes and dunk on yourselves, dumbasses.
Tell him. Yeah.
All right, man, I'm going to have a good one. You take it easy.
You too, and thank you for all you do. I would have kept it going, but listen, this is the morning show. The conversations these traders want me to engage in, the conversation they want me to engage in is definitely more of a closet or truth situation. Yep. Let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I gotta bring up a couple more guests, Wakanda. So sorry, Wakanda. We've gone into overtime territory. We gotta make sure you're still there, right? You're still there, right, Wakanda? Good morning, Southern Lib.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, I have a couple of things to say. Number one, J Bear, Russian Bear, she has carved her own little personal spot in hell.
Yep.
So she'll be waiting for that. She is a cherry picking. Fake Christian, so we'll just say that. I won't get too far into that. And then we got Lil White Frizzle. He, if I'm not mistaken, he thinks that he is, or he says that he is a Christian white nationalist. So yeah, if you'd let him keep going off, that was.
Well, I already got the sense from that about just by his name. I knew it was a nasty situation with that individual,
yes,
little White Frizzle.
Yes, he always, the J6 thing, he's, of course. And we talked, and speaking of J6, at noon here in about 20 minutes, I'm going to have ex-MAGA Granny, Pamela Hemphill on my panel. I'm super new at doing lives.
Okay.
I've only, I've done about a dozen. But yeah, she is going to be on my panel at noon today.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please follow Southern Lib, the ex-MAGA Granny Pam Hemphill. We'll be going live, and if you can, please go and show some support. It's very important we help her get her message out, all right? Because she's someone that's been in the cult and has gotten out, and I believe her message would do a lot to help save our country, all right? Thank you so much, Southern Lib. All right, now I gotta move it on because we're on.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Happy birthday, Wakanda.
All right.
Thank you, Zeus.
All right, you're welcome. All right, I'm trying to get through so we can sing "Happy Birthday" to Wakanda. All right, but I gotta make sure I hear from a couple of my heavy hitters real quick. All right, good morning, Shay. Shay, hello. No, I haven't seen you all week, Shay. How are you doing? Shay, are you there? Good morning. Shay, are you there? Shay, are you there? Good morning, Shay. Ouch. Can anyone hear Shay? Maybe I'm not hearing her. Can anyone hear Shay?
I'm here.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry. I didn't know you pulled me up. I was
yeah.
for my trip here. So.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah. We're trying to. It's been quite the show.
Boy, has it.
Yeah.
Has it. We got a lot of weak white males that just want to come in this live and just try to spew nonsense and have absolutely no facts whatsoever. It's crazy to me. Retribution, seek help. You're literally asked for facts and you're like, no, I didn't look it up. Because you don't care. You guys don't care about facts at all.
Nope.
You don't care what the truth is. You just want to push your stupid narrative.
Yeah.
And it just shows how ignorant you are. That's why we call you cult members. Absolutely. I am white, clickbait. So are you, idiot. Anyway, so, and this is the thing I wanted to talk about. Angie touched on it. And I need people to wake up because you had the dueling presidents at the border yesterday, right?
Right.
The speeches, if you put them side by side, who is the leader? Who's the real leader of this country? The one down there, right? The one down there talking about these people coming in, speaking languages nobody speaks. They're foreign languages. We don't get it. I mean, what is that? How ridiculous is that?
He's a crybaby.
And then it's ridiculous. Then he's fist pumping the migrants that are in the river. What is that? Oh, you trying to come to our country? Look at you trying to swim. I'm going to fist pump you. Aren't I great? What is that? And then you've got Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen this in all the years I've been in politics, right?
Right.
And the study of history and the study of political science that I have ever seen a political opponent ask another political opponent to work with him to get a border package done or get any kind of policy done. I've never seen that.
Right.
And he knows how bad Trump is. He knows all of this stuff. The guy was in office, so it's a unique election this time because it's an ex-president running against a current president, right?
Yeah,
so basically two incumbents, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very unique in that way. And he reached out to a man that is vile, has said nasty things about him, that tried to keep him from getting into office, that did not give him a peaceful transfer of power, that basically 65% of Republicans believe he did not win the election.
Right.
He swallowed everything and said, work with me.
Yeah.
Come on, we've got to get this done. We need an immigration bill for the first time in over 40 years. Something to absolutely address our asylum laws and absolutely slow down the traffic through the border.
Right.
We've got to get this done to a point that the border labor unions, the people that work down there, back this border bill. And he said, work with me. Instead of playing politics and saying you're nonsense, come over here and let's get it done together. It shouldn't be about me taking credit. We've got to get this done together.
Amen.
So who's the president of the United States? Who's the real leader? Who's the one that absolutely cares about fixing the border?
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden. Yeah, Republicans, shut up about the border.
Thank you.
Just shut up about the border. Like, I can't take it anymore. Your BS about the border. We're trying to get it fixed. We're trying to get all this done. And your Republicans have listened to Trump say, do not do it because it will cost me the election. That's all he cares about. Yeah. That's why he mishandled COVID, because he cared about the economy and he cared about his own butt. Joe Biden doesn't care about that. He cares about this country. He cares about our Constitution. He cares about getting things done for the American people. He cares about getting policy done. Yeah, he can do an EO. He can do an executive order.
Yep.
But he knows that an immigration policy needs to be done, and it's way overdue. He tried to do it under Obama, and it didn't work. He's trying to get this done. That's a legislator. That's an administrator. That's a leader. Enough people caring for this orange man that wants to sit up there and speak absolute false facts about coming from insane asylum prisons and speaking weird languages. Give me a break.
Give us a break.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Tell him,
all right,
Shay.
I'm done, my friend. And
all right,
happy birthday,
and have us.
I'll be celebrating. Yes.
All right, have a safe trip too. All right, thank you so much for all you do. All right. Let's go. All right, I gotta hear from Doc. All right, Doc, what do you got this morning, Doc? How are you doing, my good friend?
Listen, there's something going on, and I'm sort of glad that it's going on because I'm on my way to work.
Oh.
So, and I've been having problems with my TikTok anyway.
Okay.
Anywho, I'm gonna just make a few statements, even though I can't really hear you. Is that listen? I don't know what's going on with these white males with all this anger. You had a few guests up here today that I'm appalled at. I'm sort of sick. I'm tired of the Republicans and how they play on these white people, because that's what they do. And now
Right.
they're playing on the blacks, okay? I'm tired of the clown show.
Yep.
And I'm tired of the lies. And that's what they doing. They coming up in these lives, and I don't know if they bringing people with them. You got people, the rats, giving other rats gifts. I'm just over it. I'm over it.
The rats.
I want to say happy birthday to Wakanda.
Amen.
And y'all have a good day. I'm not going to hold you.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Doc. Oh yeah, we cooking. All right. Listen, I know. I thought. What was her name? Political Mom. Where did you go? All right, I wanted to get you in before I get up out of here. But Lex, you will be my last guest, and then Wakanda, I'm bringing you up. Thank you so much. We are really into overtime. I didn't know it was going to go this far. All right. Good morning, Lex. How you doing, champ? I know, DJ. I gotta get up out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Janae needs Jesus. Janae needs Jesus.
Amen.
Hey. Janae needs Jesus.
Hey.
Jay Bear needs Jesus. Janae needs Jesus. Little white people. You look like God made your face out of spare parts.
Oh!
Little retribution. You look like you eat granite.
Hey!
You been eating marble soup.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Lauren Boebert started a campaign.
Hey!
From OnlyFans. Ted Cruz.
Hey!
Ted Cruz made a donation.
Let's go!
Your son is smoking on the
Hey!
side. Yeah! Janae needs Jesus.
Needs Jesus.
Janae needs Jesus.
She needs Jesus.
Janae needs Jesus.
She needs Jesus.
Janae needs Jesus.
She needs Jesus.
Janae needs Jesus.
Woo!
Hey!
Hey! I can't with you. Oh, that's a rhyme for your behind on a Friday evening. I mean, Friday morning. Wow. Thank you, brother. That's a good way to wrap this show up, ain't it?
Yeah, happy birthday, Wakanda. I'll sing to you if you want me to. But I'll wait.
Okay. All right. Wow. Well, listen, brother, I appreciate that. All right. You really are doing God's work. If they couldn't catch it in the debate format, they should be able to catch it in the music format, right? Janae, you need Jesus.
Woo!
No lies detected. Nobody's gonna cry when President Biden wins, other than MAGA. Come on, cut it out, y'all.
Oh yeah, he President Biden, he gave a wonderful speech yesterday.
Yeah,
Donald
he did.
Trump, his GoFundMe has paid the interest for 7 days.
Oh,
and the shoes ain't nothing. I can't say what I'm gonna say. Get put in the toilet. I already did that 3 times. I got it marked here. I'm 3 times in the toilet.
Amen.
Lauren Boebert's son stole money from a woman or somebody with brain cancer.
But a brain tumor. She had $75. She's going to use that money for her surgery, and he stole it. And he was doing nasty things with a minor on video.
Oh yeah, him and Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz has got some nerve questioning Hunter Biden.
Amen.
Nerve.
Tell him.
All right, bro. Kick me out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Lex. No lies detected. Janae needs Jesus. All right, let's bring up Wakanda, ladies and gentlemen. All right, And it is time to sing happy birthday to my sister, all right? She is doing the Lord's work daily, religiously, all right? And it is now time to sing happy birthday, all right? And then we got to wrap this show up. Wakanda, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and sing happy birthday, and then after we're gonna check in with you to see what your plans are this weekend. All right.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Let's sing happy birthday.
I heard it
Karma,
was
thank you for the
somebody's
subscription.
birthday.
Hey.
I heard it was somebody's birthday. Yeah. PJ Panda birthday song.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Today is your birthday. We gon' say it loud.
Turn up.
Today is your birthday. I know you're so proud. Today is your birthday. We gon' turn out.
Hey.
Party, get it lit and wild out. Cut the cake and we gon' sing.
Happy birthday. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
To you.
Thank you, Wakanda, for all you do. Seriously. Hey.
Get a cake, blow the candles like a kiss. Throw a party, everybody bring gifts.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go. This is what we do in the kingdom. All right, all love. All right. They try to take the love, but it ain't going nowhere. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday, Wakanda. I love you. Hey.
Happy birthday, we gon'
Shut
sing
up.
it now.
Hey.
Today is your birthday, we gon' say it loud.
Hey.
Today is your birthday, I know you're so proud.
Woo.
Today is your birthday, we gon' turn out.
Hey, let's go.
Get it lit and wild out. Cut the cake and we gon' sing. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday.
Let's go. Wow, look at all those gifts. Wow, Wakanda, look at all this. Hey, I love it. Look at this, ladies. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. They try to say we spread hate, but it's completely the opposite. It's really all love. And it wouldn't be possible without all of you, seriously. Wow, Lisa, let's go. Wow, this is incredible. You know what we came to do? You see this Mr. Nice Guy? Look at all this love. You're very loved, Wakanda.
Oh my goodness.
All right, one more. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. All right, Wakanda. All right, now, thank you for enduring. I know I'm well past the 8:30 mark. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. But we're real grateful for all the work that you're doing. Any plans? Any plans this weekend that you care to share with us?
I'm going out with my family.
Okay.
We usually do a get together, when it's somebody's birthday, and we there's a little place, I can't tell y'all where.
Don't do dare.
Arkansas. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
But we go over to this place and we have like a big get together, and the lady who owns the restaurant went to high school with my mother. She's my mother's best friend.
Oh, okay.
And
What kind
she
of?
Oh, they do soul food, baby.
Oh, let's go. I knew you wasn't gonna let us down. I knew you wasn't gonna let us down.
That's right. So we're doing that tomorrow. So because everybody will be free, because Sunday is the most highest day. So what we're gonna do.
Sabbath, all right.
Yeah. So but other than that, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I'll be 48.
Oh wow! Well, listen,
Yes.
that is amazing. You don't look it. I'll be quite honest. All right,
Well, thank you, Zeus, because you know what I say. Black don't crack unless you smoke it, baby. Black don't crack unless you smoke it. So,
Hey, you good? You keep it on you like that. Huh?
Yeah, the melanin be popping. The melanin be popping.
Hey,
So-
there you go. I love it.
But
Well,
go
listen,
ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen. I want you to have one of the best birthdays possible. I know we don't always be in the same spaces, but I am admiring you wherever you are on
Thank
this
you,
app. Trust
Zeus.
me. All right.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
Zeus.
all the hard
Likewise.
work you do, and Don't let them bring you down. Sometimes they got nothing else to do but try to bring you down. Don't let them get to you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. And you know what, Zeus? We'll be finishing up tomorrow at Road Rebel for Black History Month.
Okay.
We do 31 days of Black history. So we'll be finishing that up. The 31st day will be Monday.
Okay.
And so we've been doing that for 31 days. He was like, I'm not going to let them shortchange the Black community. We're going to do 31 days. They try to give you 28, but we're going to do 31. Bingo. So this will be the second year of that. So we'll be doing that Monday, and it's been quite.
Where are you going to be doing it? What time Monday?
It's at 5. Now, here's the thing. It starts at 5 a.m. Central Time.
Okay, got it.
5 a.m. and we usually go till about 9.
Yeah, okay,
and we're going to be talking about the art, Black art.
Okay.
Monday. So we went.
Are you hosting this? Who's hosting?
No, Road Rebel Official is the account name.
Okay.
Road Rebel Official is the account name. And we went over the 1619 project. We played the audio for 1619 project.
Okay.
And then we played the audio for CASP, The Source of Our Discontent, which are 2 great books. If you're looking to expand your mind about Black history, pick up those books and read them. They have great information.
All right. Well,
okay.
I agree. And thank you for the plug. And hopefully all of us that can make it will be there and be present and actively listening. All right. Because it's very important that we keep the truth out there, especially when it comes to Black history.
Exactly. Since they're trying to erase and take our books out. So we have to do it from word of mouth. We have to keep it going, y'all. We cannot let them change the trajectory of this country. And that's what they're trying to do, which is why vote for Biden. Everybody get out in November. We gotta vote for Biden, y'all. We gotta vote for Biden because we can't have 4 more years of Trump the dumpster. Okay, so we can't do that. Vote for Biden.
Enough. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And I agree with it. Thank you, Gen X, for the subscription. All right. Well, listen, Wakanda, I appreciate all you do, but we're going to land
the same.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you. All right. All love, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Wakanda a round of applause and wish her happy birthday one more time.
Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen, that concludes this broadcast. All right. This special broadcast that was brought straight to you from the kingdom. All right. But before we get up out of here, you know what we got to do. You all who stayed here and participated deserve a round of applause, right? Thank you. We survived another episode. There were some ups and there were some downs, all right? But a special thank you to all of the panelists, all right? To all of the gifters, to all of the subscribers, and the moderators. You've done an excellent job once again helping to keep this show exciting, educational, and entertaining. Now, we also need to give one more round of booze and shame. To the Zeus haters out there, right? To our critics, our detractors, those who continue to dwell in lies and misinformation and spread it on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin, right? These people are fake Christians, they're fake patriots, they are traitors. Let's give them what they deserve because they don't have any. A final round of booze and shame.
Silence, you never demon.
All right, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. All right, and Snuggles, for the record, it's me that's winning, bro. Go get me those steaks. And I really am. Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, keep on taking screenshots of me and campaigning for Zeus all around TikTok, all right? Thank you, everyone. Dark IT Lady, oh my gosh. James Slammin, I see you out there, bro. Thank you again. Hey, Rick, thank you. Slickest Rick, Lady Rima, all right. Yes, Big Lee, thank you, Takesha. Heaven, thank you. Mystica, all right. Jazzy, I see ya. Tony, Mickey Pete, I see ya. Dark DJ Craze, hey DJ, I'll see you in the red room later tonight, brother. Hopefully you get it going, all right? Get it lit up. All right, Cali Love. Hey, Yes, DJ Sound Chaser, RC Dubs. You took retribution to school. Retribution, Mr. Nice Guy. Who else did I miss? Beer Can. I'm gonna leave Beer Can Mike alone. He did something nice yesterday. Conservative Democrat, Jay Bear. All of you need to repent, especially you, Snuggles. Thank you, Reggie. This is how I sound. Fired up, woke forever. Lisa, I see ya. Queen Lee. Dawn Mosier, I see ya. Hey, Shadow Kitty, you're welcome. Slickest Rick. Lex brother. Hey, I'm gonna go back and listen to your song, Janae. You need Jesus. I've been waiting for this moment. Linda, right? They need to repent. All right, Mystica. 5 paragraphs. I see you, brother. I keep trying to get to you, but the line is so packed all the time. Hey, Janae, you need Jesus. All right, let's go. Shelly. All right. Lisa. Oh, look at that. The flower. I love it. Lisa, you're so generous. All right, Yazzie, Dazzy, my Powell, I see ya. Team Billy goes, oh. All right, hey, Venus. Okay. All right, Pumpkin, I think. Queensley. All right, staying humble, thank you. Black Cat, all right. We're not making America great again unless you're talking about deporting MAGA, of course. Trump will never be back, right, Ed? All right, here we go.
I just want to find.
Thank you for the guitar.
11,780 votes. This is one more than we have.
And that right there, that's how you got an investigation. That's how Fonnie Willis got active, all right? All right. All right, Southern Delight, I see you. All right. Let's go. Coop, thank you.
He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith.
He's deranged.
Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith.
Here he goes.
Donald Trump is indicted and they take
one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. Wow.
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater.
You hear that? You hear that? You hear that, MAGA? You hear that? He's a Trump hater. And guess who else is a Trump hater? Zeus, am a Trump hater as well. Now let's wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this is what Donald Trump promised his supporters.
We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with healthcare for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
And so, MAGA, I got one thing to say to you about that. Please keep winning. I really am enjoying the winning you're doing. This is winning I've never seen before. All right, I got to drop the bomb, but before we go, you know what it is.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Thank you, Coop. That's right. If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for Joe Biden or Trump, you ain't black. You ain't nothing but a modern day slave. And I stand on that 10 toes down. I'm out of here, ladies.